but he's a part of me, like my arms and legs, so I'll be his. No time for tired. Nothing can disable this love. He needs me, but I'm the lucky one, even though I need help now and then.
If you're caring for a loved one, visit aarp.org/caregiving for care guides and community. Support for your strength. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
You're listening to Western Reserve Radio at westernreserveradio.com on the Live 365 network and the Live 365 app.
Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
This is VSiN Primetime with Tim. The Sports Betting Network.
Missed out on episode 1 of Circa Survivor, the quest for $9.2 million. You can watch it now at vsin.com. It's a 5-part docuseries that takes you inside the high-stakes world of the annual Circa Survivor contest. You can follow the contestants as they make all-or-nothing picks over the 2023 NFL season, go behind the scenes of the world's largest legal betting contest. Go watch episodes 2 through 5 next week, Monday through Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern, here after VSiN Primetime. That's our show name? That's right. VSiN Primetime, vsin.com/survivor for more details.
Ultimate Contest Weekend is this weekend. Going to be a fun panel tomorrow hosted by Mike Palm. Willis McGahee will be a part of it. Jeff Erickson, who's going to join us in hour 2, will also be part of that roundtable discussion previewing the NFL season. But lots of folks filing in and out, signing up for the contest, doing media here at Circa, including the hosts of the Check the Mic podcast, Sam Munson over there, and Steve Palazzolo right here. And Steve, I mentioned this to you. I believe Luka Garza of Iowa, formerly of Iowa, now the Minnesota Timberwolves. He is the record holder for tallest guest we've had. And Steve comes in just a hair under that. What, 6'9"?
6'10" on the internet.
Okay,
so we
all
round
right.
up. I'm listed at 6'10".
Hey, that's all
so
that matters.
I'll take the silver.
That's what my roster said 6'7", and there's no way I'm 6'7".
Tim lies about his height all the time.
Oh,
so
yeah,
it's
absolutely.
Yeah, nothing wrong
I'm
with
actually like 4'3", but well, that was the thing I got a lot last night. I thought you were like 5'5". I'm like, why would you think that?
I mean, you're a square.
Welcome to Sam's world over there.
That's my life, because I only ever see next to him in these podcasts. So every time we go anywhere like this, my week is just people going, I thought you were like 6 inches shorter than that.
Sam.
All right, so there's so many ways to go with you guys. And by the way, congratulations on the new role. I know this is kind of a new venture for you, leaving PFF. Check the Mic, part of the 33rd team. So best of luck there. And obviously people will just be chiming in regardless. I want to start with a team who's playing here in Las Vegas, and it's not the Raiders tonight. That's the San Francisco 49ers. They are the favorites to win the NFC. Sam, I'll start with you. Everything that's going on, Trent Williams is holding out. Brandon Ayuk, what's going to happen? I don't know what the latest is. Now they're talking, and there was Washington's not out of it. What do we make of this Niners team? Because, JBT, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe they're a favorite in every single game this year. Yeah. So, look, the betting market absolutely loves this San Francisco team. Do you have some concerns about the Niners heading into this year?
I mean, obviously, it's not good when 2 of your best players are unhappy or trying to get more money, holding out, causing problems in that regard. But they're so good that they can absorb some of that. You assume Trent Williams will get done. He'll be there. I don't think anyone's really worried about that one. The Brandon Ayuk thing, it's definitely a blow. You know, they've put themselves in this position now where if they have to trade him away, or if they decide that trading him away is the right move, it makes them worse this season. You know, there's no way around that. It's potentially a long-term move that they think is in the best interest of the team if that's the route they go, but it makes their job of winning a Super Bowl this year harder. I mean, there's no way around that. So I think it's in their best interest to try and get him under contract long-term to keep him in the building. But even if they do lose him, if they trade him away, if he goes to Washington, the 49ers are still one of the best teams in the NFC. You know, they've got so many weapons on offense that even if Brandon Ayuk isn't there, even if, you know, Ricky Pearsall, the first-round draft pick, is not able to sort of step in and take that role, they still have George Kittle, Deebo Samuel, you know, all these players that can, in any given week, be a number one difference-making player for them.
You agree with that sentiment, pretty much?
I do, yeah. I mean, it's interesting from a team-building standpoint. You know, they're trying to figure out, because a year from now, Brock Purdy might be signing a contract that starts with a 6, right? So they're trying to figure out, how do we work the arithmetic, keep Ayuk in the building, get him paid, get
Worldwide Media One Network on the Live 365 Network and the Live 365 app.
And we welcome you to State Route 170 and Dobbins Road here in Poland. And Western Reserve Radio, RQX AM 600, is proud to bring you week one of the Ohio high school football season. And tonight, the Salem Quakers make their way from Columbiana County to take on the Poland Bulldogs. Hello, everyone. Jim Craven with you, along with the coach, Bob Gessler. I atop the press box here at Dave Pavlansky Field as we get ready for week one of the Cleveland Cobras high school football game of the week. I want to take an opportunity to thank Jesse Caldwell and the entire Cleveland Cobras organization for their support this year of high school football. Coach, a lot going on this time of year here. Coaches are dealing with the same problem they deal with every year, trying to find people to fill in those spaces from graduation. You've been through that. We've talked to some of the coaches, and the game hasn't changed much no matter where you are.
Yeah, it's going to be just a chess match. That's all. They're going to have to see who's going to have the attrition as well. Opening game. We know all about cramping. I watched that at the Ursuline game the other day, and there was a lot of cramping there. So these are, coaches have got to be ready. They've watched film. They did the scrimmages. So now they just got to put all the pieces together, and hopefully the puzzle gets built.
Talk about the Poland Bulldogs. We had an opportunity to go down on the field, talk with a few coaches, and the one thing that that stood out was the youth on this team, a very large sophomore class. However, a little bit smaller senior and junior class are going to be relying on a lot of young guys to help this team out.
Yeah, my brother Dave is one of the freshman coaches, and he's real excited over a few guys that they took his team and put them on varsity. We know how that goes over the years of coaching high school. But, he's excited. He said to us before the game, I'm kind of curious on what Poland's going to do against them. Their scrimmages, they look decent. They look pretty good. So we'll see what happens now that it counts, let's say.
And certainly they've had the scrimmages here just in recent weeks, and coaches happy overall with the progress. But again, coaches are very, I guess they're the most critical of themselves here. They're looking for more out of these young guys. Tonight, they take on a Salem team that they had no problem with last year, but Salem, more mature this year. They've got a little bit older and have a lot of returning players.
Yeah, and they got a big coaching staff. A good friend of mine who was down in Lisbon with me, Rich Joy, talked to him before, and he says they should be decent. But again, when you're strapping it up against somebody, you just don't know.
For Poland, last year, they ended up second in the Northeast 8 standings, only behind South Range. South Range going undefeated under fourth-year head coach Tom Pavlansky. I'm going to get it out there, Coach. Yeah. Coach Pavlansky, 23-12 overall here at Poland, and they went 10-2 last year, 5-1, and again second in the NE8. As we look at the schedule there, South Range, no surprise there. They have been on a roll. So strong opponents here up for Poland. There's going to be a lot expected as we have the coin toss here at midfield. We'll give you the results of that in just a moment. We're actually going to step aside for a timeout. When we come back, our own Mark Means had the opportunity to speak with Coach Pavlansky from Poland. We'll hear that and so much more here on the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on Western Reserve Radio and WRQX AM 600 The Patriot. We're right back after this.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on Western Reserve Radio. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region in pursuit of a Tri-Point Football League championship. And if you're looking to continue your football career after high school, college, or even the pros, or to be part of the Cobras staff, be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Ventura ATV. Tickets are $30 each and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and a new raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 from each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 234-254-8532.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Now we turn you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Pre-game show continues, joined by the head coach of the Poland Bulldogs, Tom Pavlansky. Coach, you got a couple of scrimmages under your belt. How do you think your team has performed so far?
Yeah, you know what? We got a long way to go here still. We had two competitive scrimmages. Painesville, Harvey in the first one, and then against Kirtland in the second one. But I was really proud of our kids' effort. I thought we competed. It's just bottom line is that we need to get better, and our kids know that. So we got a lot of great film to learn from, and and here we are, week one. So we're going to find out how productive those scrimmages were in preparing us.
Coach, what were some of the position battles that we should keep in mind going into the season?
We had good battles going on, and they're still going on. On the skill positions in the backfield, especially at running back, quarterback, and receiver, and those spots there are. We've had a lot of good reps, and we feel good about that group of kids, and how you say, like, iron sharpens iron. That's what those guys are doing right now, and they're competing with each other and getting better, and so we'll find out what happens on Friday.
Coach, what is it like competing in the NE8 conference where every team but one made the playoffs last year?
Yeah, that is. Second to none. The players, the coaches, it is. You better be ready to go. Your shoes better be tied tight every Friday night and be ready to roll. Because again, usually the most prepared, most disciplined team, a team that doesn't beat itself, has the best chance of winning those games on a Friday night.
And you look at tonight's matchup against the Salem Quakers, another veteran head coach in Ron Johnson with the Quakers. Kind of preview this matchup for us.
Yeah, they are, very obviously a tradition-rich program. Coach Johnson has done a great job there. Last year they played a lot of young kids, and they have over 16, 17 starters back from last year, and so they're led by their quarterback that played. He was injured last year. I know playing against us week one, but he's healthy now, and boy, is he a difference maker. He'll be the most talented kid on the field, and we got our work cut out for us. So we expect a huge challenge, and but I say we're anxious to get to Friday.
Coach, what is the key to defend home field and get a victory to start the season?
But yeah, we need to make sure that we take care of the football, execute all our kicks, and just tackle really well. And if we do that, then in the fourth quarter we should be in a ball game, and whoever executes the best is going to have the best chance to win it.
Coach, appreciate your time as always. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mark.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on Western Reserve Radio. Follow the Cobras as they compete against from around the region in pursuit of a Tri-Point Football League championship. And if you're looking to continue your football career after high school, college, or even the pros, or to be part of the Cobras, Jesse Caldwell at 330-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
Meludic Live is your home for high school sports. We have all the scores on our social media platforms throughout the games. Enjoy our timely updates from local area schools year-round. You won't get the consistency and reliability from anyone else. Our #1 priority is servicing our fans and getting them live news as it's happening. Follow us on social media, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Meludic_live. And remember, our fans come first.
The Mahoning Valley's leader for golf, Milk Creek Golf Course, is now booking tee times for 2024. We offer stay and play opportunities available with 9 area hotel partners. For more information, visit our website at millcreekmetroparks.org. Also, look for new, exciting opportunities coming soon, including an indoor player development center with Trackman, an indoor Callaway Club Fitting Center, and an Odyssey Fitting Studio in 2024. Follow us on Facebook at Milk Creek Golf Course or call 330-740-7112.
Accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass. Specializing in windshield replacement and all other auto glass, we offer a full range of automotive glass repairs. Our technicians can do everything from minor chip repair to a complete replacement. Your windows don't go up or down, they can fix that too, along with custom glass work and antiques. Repair That Glass is a family-run business for over 40 years. Repair That Glass. Call for your appointment now at 330-534-3192. We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras high school football game of the week on the iMedia One network.
Pre-game show continues here from Poland High School as we get ready for week 1 of the Ohio high school football season. Coach, we take a look at the Salem Quakers, and one of the things that stood out when we were looking at them here this early part of the season is they have 4 out of 5 offensive linemen returning. And if you were the head coach of the Salem Quakers, if you're Ron Johnson starting his 13th season, you got to be very happy with a solid front 4 like that.
Yeah, you. What's good about that is you got some big people up there. You know, you got a couple guys that are, 211, 256, 266, 265, 251. I'll take that for an offensive lineman in the high school. I'll take that. And I'll tell you what, Poland's got their hands full, I believe, is that. But we were down on the field before, and Poland's got some big boys too. But again, they have a little bit of youth in there, so it's just will it balance out or won't it?
Salem Quakers playing in Eastern Buckeye Leagues with the teams of Alliance, Carrollton, Minerva, Marlington, West Branch. Or Salem rounding that out offensively. I averaged 12.7 points a game last year. Defensively, though, gave up 34 points. We're going to step aside for a moment here for the Poland band as they play the alma mater. We'll then have the national anthem played by the Poland Bulldog Marching Band. Okay, Coach, looks like they're going to change that up a little bit here, but
whatever the sport, wherever it's played, there's one thing the student athletes, coaches, and fans can all share: sportsmanship. How high school athletics.
Again, talking about Salem, most importantly, a quarterback for the Quakers, Cletus Monroe, coming back. And last year, 597 yards passing, 412 yards rushing. Defensively, you're going to have to be disciplined because he has that capability to put the ball downfield and also run when he needs to.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice-sized kid, and he's going to read that. He'll read that defense, and if he sees something that he could take off, them linebackers better be spying him because if they forget about him, it could be a long day for them.
Take a look at the starting lineups for the visiting Salem Quakers, as they will start on offense from left to right on the offensive line. It'll be David Mangus, Caleb Cutliff, Mikey Ekman, Chase Pendergrast, and Matthew Austin. The receivers will be Will Harmon, Derek Osh, Aiden Patchen, Joey Kana, and the tailback will be Marcus Phillips. They'll be led on the field by the aforementioned 6'1", 182-pound junior Cletus Monroe. Defensively for the Quakers, on their front 4, it'll be Aiden Lucci, Anthony Lucci, Tyler Thorpe, and Lucas Horan. And the linebackers will be Aiden Patchen, David Mayhew, and Cletus Monroe. In the secondary, it'll be Marcus Phillips, Joey Kana, Will Harmon, and Lucas Adams. Kicker will be Troy Gibson. The long snapper will be Derek Osh. And the returners will be Marcus Phillips and Will Harmon. For the Poland Bulldogs, up front, we talked about the youth here. Three sophomores actually starting on this offense. And from left to right, offensively, it'll be Dom Urich, Colt Arnold, Tyler Canfield, John Toya, and Grayson Schaefer. Schaefer, the center for the Poland Bulldogs. The wide receivers will be Jay Stefanson and Josh Maseko. The tight end, Oliver McCauley, will keep him in mind as he's got big expectations coming up this year. The running backs will be Chase Jones and Pano Zipolitas. And the Bulldogs will be led on the field offensively by the junior, number 10, Vito Kamara. Defensively for the Bulldogs, up front in their 4-4 defense, it'll be Vinny Tafaro, Dom Urich, Tyler Canfield, and Oliver McCauley. The linebackers, Peyton Miller, Pano Zipolitas, Ricky Madeline, and Jeffrey Kolar. And in the secondary, it'll be Josh Maseko, Vito Kamara, and Yanni Hazmahalis. Place kicker will be Chase Stefanson. He'll also pick up on the punting duties. And the long snapper will be Oliver McCauley. And the kick returners will be Chase Jones as we prepare. And, Coach, we see down in the end zone to the south here, we see the youth programs here. Those programs huge in developing these high school programs. You look at Poland, Struthers, Campfield, teams of that area, especially South Range nowadays. They have become an integral part of the development of these programs.
You know, it was funny because when I coached way back in the day, that's when they had leather helmets, of course. The West Side Bears were a part of our organization. We would go down there. They had the West Side Bears. I'd go down there, tell them, hey, I need for you to run this, show them how to block here and there. By the time they got then to us at St. Brennan's, they were a pretty good bunch. And then we added more and more and more. And then as they moved on to high school, that made them so much better. So when I say at like South Range, they run their program. During a podcast, Coach Burtis, that he did for us even at Volney in the 7th and 8th grade, we were able to break down his playlist. Just give me something that I could work with. We whittled this stuff down, but then by the time they went up there, they knew what we were coaching and what they were doing. So it is such a huge factor. Get them as real young. By the time you get them to high school, I mean, they're learning a little bit more about the offense.
And certainly you see, and even in high school now, going into colleges and that, they are picking up on the more complicated offenses, the terminology, and even making adjustments that you may not have expected several years ago. But with the development, they've almost gotten to the point now where there's an expectation that you know what you're doing getting up into the high school programs.
Yeah, and the coaches are putting more and more on these kids. You know, they talk about us that what they're learning now in 5th grade, we didn't get it in high school. So, you know, they're learning more and they're able to absorb more. So as a high school coach or even as a 7th and 8th grade coach, they're able to grasp more. So by the time they get up to high school, I mean, they got a playbook thrown at them.
Yeah, Poland will honor all of the teams tonight, from the youth players all the way up through junior high and the freshman team. And of course, we are just moments away from the kickoff of the 2024 Ohio high school football season. Some games last night. We'll talk about the scores at halftime with those games. A couple of really good games last night, including Walsh Jesuit and Ursuline High School. And of course, you heard that game over on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240. We're going to step aside for our last break. When we come back, we'll get you ready for the kickoff from Pawlański Field here in Poland. You are listening to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on Western Reserve Radio and WRQX AM 600 The Patriot. We're right back after this.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Pintura ATV. Tickets are $30 each and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and a new raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 from each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and haluski. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 234-254-8532. Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on Western Reserve Radio. Follow the Cobras as they compete from around the region in pursuit of a Tri-Point Football Championship. And if you're looking to continue your football career after high school, college, or even the pros, or to be part of the at Cleveland Cobras football. 3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
Would you like a copy of one of the exciting games you heard on the iMedia One network? Just email us and we'll tell you how to get one. Email davidferris.westernreserveradio@gmail.com. That's davidferris.westernreserveradio@gmail.com. Now return you to the Cleveland Cobras high school football game of the week on the iMedia One network.
Pregame continues here in Poland. Just about 3.5 minutes left before kickoff as Salem Quakers make their way to the field. And their white jerseys with the red numerals outlined in black, the black pants, and the black helmets. Poland going to be in their all royal blue tonight. Blue pants, blue jerseys with white numerals, the blue helmets with the traditional P logo on the side. Coach, could you have asked for a better night here in terms of weather?
It's absolutely beautiful. Little warm. Hopefully they got some water into them and they're going to be ready to go. A lot of cramps. I want to point something out. My cousin who lives down in Texas, all the way in Texas, is test Christine Gessler. So Chrissy, God bless you and enjoy the broadcast.
Poland making their way to the field as Bob Gessler gets famous all over the country. And of course, we want to thank Austin Maludik for his sponsorship of the Coach's Corner. Coach's Corner brought to you by Maludik Live, your home for high school sports. Follow him on social media at Maludik_live. Of course, again, we want to thank the Cleveland Cobras and the entire organization, including Jesse Caldwell and the outstanding coaching staff there for their support this year. And if you are looking to get back on the field as a player or a coach, call Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3443 or go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football. And Coach, we just wrapped that up and bowed out in week 1 of the playoffs. A little disappointing, but again, we had a great season and we were moving right into high school.
Yeah, I tell you what, didn't skip a beat. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to attend the last few games. I want to dedicate this year to my brother Lenny, passed away July 14th. And he was a great athlete as well as a beautiful announcer, was with Jim Campbell for years and in doing sideline reporting, and he's just an amazing human being. So I want to dedicate this to him.
We'll step aside for our national anthem. Nation's national anthem performed by the Poland Bulldog Marching Band.
And I heard a trombone player out there that was real crisp and loud, and I noticed how he marches. Any reason why I should worry about that guy?
Worry about him? I don't know. Well, but with a name like Will Craven, I mean, anything can happen.
Yeah, so we're doing the games this year. We got to see Will. We've heard about it, and what an outstanding young man. I've talked to him many times, and of course I've rattled his cage, and he just laughs at me going to his dad, who is this crazy maniac that's always picking on me. But he's an outstanding young man, and you'll read about him someday on the hockey ice.
Yeah, and he chose to go that path as opposed to all the rest of us who played football and is enjoying it, is excelling. So good job there, Mom. We won't take any credit for that one.
Why, the greatest athlete from Wilson? Well, at least Dickie Banks will tell you that.
I've still seen a chiropractor for that one. And anybody who went to Wilson would know what I'm talking about. Coach, we had a coin toss. What happened with that?
On the coin toss, Poland got the coin toss, and they deferred to the second half, so they won it. So we're going to see them on defense. We're going to see Salem on offense, and we'll see exactly who now is going to win this first opening battle.
Jay Stefanson to kick off for the Poland Bulldogs. Back to return for the Salem Quakers. It'll be number 24, Marcus Phillips. Number 2, Will Harmon. And a great crowd on hand here as the sun starts to set finally, and we don't feel like we're in a microwave much anymore after that. But Mark Means, Dave Clark, and Dave Ferris also had that problem last night at YSU over in the Constantini Center. From what I hear, a beautiful facility over there as they brought you Ursuline and Walsh Jesuit. Ursuline dropping that one by a score of 37-35 as Stefanson getting the kickoff team set here in Poland. We are moments away from the kickoff of the 2024 Ohio High School football season. Of course, we did have games last night, but for us, it's the kickoff. Coach.
Absolutely. We're ready to take this ride. We're ready to fire up that machine, and let's get her going, baby.
The fastest 10 weeks about to start here. And, of course, over on Western Reserve Radio 2, you can listen to Mark Means and Dave Clark as they will be covering the West Branch Warriors and the Canfield Cardinals. As Stefanson approaching the ball to get us underway here, and it's going to be a high kick. He picked up at the 1-yard line, brought out to the 15, near the 20. Ball comes loose, and it's going to be covered by Poland. Poland in goal. Well, it'll be close. It'll be just at the 11. Poland up and set up now in the red zone. A big hit. And couldn't see who made the hit, but I'll tell you, that was Marcus Phillips on the return, and he took a shot.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. He got unloaded on that bull. The ball popped out. Whoever hit him, absolutely outstanding. Perfect football. Put the head in the helmet, and off he went. And it looks like Nate Mullins was on that football, it looked like.
So 1st and 10 from the Salem 12-yard line. Poland now going to come out, one receiver to each side. Shotgun formation for Kamara. He'll have Jones and Zipolitis in the backfield for him. Kamara with the handoff up the middle. He'll fight his way past the 10, inside the 10, and down near the 6-yard line. And that's going to be Pano Zipolitis on the first carry of the season. Zipolitis going to play both sides of the ball tonight. He's a linebacker on that defense.
Yeah, did an outstanding job. Cana was the one on the tackle on that. He met him, but he got dragged a bit.
Poland 2nd and 5 now from the Salem 7-yard line. Joey Barone will be the receiver to the far side. Now Kamara under center, I formation. They'll step back in, give it off to the tailback, and out to the 5, maybe to the 4-yard line. They'll give him the 4. It's going to be a pickup of 3, and it's going to bring up 3rd. Oh, and we'll call it. They can actually get a first down at the 2-yard line there, Coach. So still a little bit to work with.
Boy, am I excited. I got to see an I formation with a tight end. I love it.
Fullbacks and tight ends, Coach.
Yep.
I mean, how much more excited can you get?
Yeah, my brother Dave said they look like they're going to run a little I formation. I love this. This is my kind of football here.
We're on the receiver to the outside now. Fonda to the near side. Kamara in the shotgun. He's going to pull the ball himself, head towards the end zone, and he'll get the first down. He'll stretch out, but he's going to be short of the touchdown. They'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. 1st and goal now for the Bulldogs.
He faked the read across his body. He read what looked like the 5 tech, and then he washed down, and he was able to go. I really thought he was getting in, but he must have his knee must have hit the ground.
Salem going to make an exchange now, put in the big package there up front for the Quakers. So 1st and goal for Poland at the 1. 10:25 left here, first quarter. Poland knocking on at the door as we start this 2024 season with a bang. So Kamara now going under center, 3 backs in the backfield. They'll hand it off up the middle into the end zone. Pano Zipolitis for the 1-yard touchdown run. Poland takes a 6-0 lead with 10:10 left here in the first quarter.
He wouldn't be denied. He got hit high, and all he did was twist out. You cannot do that to a big back like that. You got to take him on square, hit, wrap, and lift, and you ain't going to arm tackle these boys, especially when your heels are on the end zone. Outstanding job, great run.
Zippolitis, the junior for Poland, barrels his way in. And, Coach, nothing worse than a linebacker running the ball at you. They're not afraid of contact.
Yeah. Well, that's what you got. Your fullbacks were always linebackers.
Jay Stefanson on for the extra point. Vito Kamara to hold. Kamara, the junior, stepping into the quarterback role. Snap is back. Kick is up. And it is good. So with 10-10 left here, first quarter, Poland gets the turnover and gets right into the end zone. They take a 7-0 lead over the Salem Quakers. We'll step aside for a quick 30-second timeout. You're listening to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week here on Western Reserve Radio, WRQX, AM 600, The Patriot. We're right back after this.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Ventura ATV. Tickets are $30 each, and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and a new raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 from each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition. We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
10 left here first quarter. Poland with a 7-0 lead. Coach, things happen so fast, we didn't get to tell you that kickoff was brought to you by Repair That Glass. Accidents happen. That's why you need to Repair That Glass, offering a full range of automotive glass repairs. And for an appointment, call 330-534-3192.
Hey, I want to mention something. The Garage Mahal. Now we got a pyrotech here because we had him in Springfield. Now we got one here. This is good.
It's almost like an imperative. You got to have that nowadays. You got to put the show on.
The Garage Mahal, they call it. This thing's the size of a, it's just
a warehouse.
Massive. Yeah, it's a warehouse. Garage Mahal here at Poland.
Phillips and Harmon back to return for Salem. This one going to be picked up by Salem, brought out to the 20. And down at the 25-yard line. That's going to be Marcus Phillips on the return for Salem. He'll hold on to this one. Salem will be on the field for the first time offensively. And that kind of throws you off there, Coach. It worked out for Poland. They deferred to the second half.
Yeah.
Poland actually got a free possession.
Yeah, well, on a big hit and a fumble, and then you walk into the end zone. That's, boy, I tell you what, start a season out, that's pretty impressive. So now we'll see what the defense got and see what Salem, because they're big up front. You know, they're 250 plus across the board, so this ought to be real interesting.
Junior Cletus Monroy going under center. I formation for Salem. Twin receivers on the far side. They'll send a man in motion from right to left. They'll send them back. Monroy back to pass. Plenty of time. Looking downfield. Fires. And he's going to overthrow his receiver. Will Harmon was in the area, but I'm not sure they were on the same page with that.
Well, what happened, Jim, was they got receiver and the DB got tangled up, and that was exactly what happened. So he had him. Vito Kamara was there, had good coverage on it, but when the receiver pulled, they got their legs, and he fell. Yeah, I think he was supposed to do an out pattern on it, but unfortunately he hit the ground. Glad there was no call because it was just incidental contact on the break.
Brandon Kana coming in at the last moment. He'll be the single running back. Two receivers of the near side. They'll send a man in motion from left to right. That'll be Kana. Pitch out. They'll counter back to the near side. He'll make it out to the 30, 35, and he'll be tripped up at the 37-yard line. Make it the 38, and that's enough for a Salem first down.
Yeah, that was a great job by Canna. He did a wonderful job. I mean, he got great blocking off the edge. I thought they got a little grabby there. Officials, what I saw and the officials saw were nothing. He was able to get around the corner and take it down the field. That was a great run. Good job up front.
They'll actually give him the 39-yard line. 1st and 10 now for Salem. Monroy in a shotgun. They're going to send Kana in motion. They'll give it to him on the rear. Actually, Monroy going to pull it himself, make it out past the 45, down near the 47-yard line. He'll spin and turn, and it'll be 2nd and short now for the Quakers.
I'll tell you what, great run, great job, but you better hold on to this football because Poland's saying, I'm yanking it. We're trying to get that ball out of there. So that was a pretty good job by Moray, and it's a good job.
Four receivers to the far side now. Empty backfield. Monroy will be in the shotgun. Single receiver to the near side. That'll be Harmon. He'll check with the sideline. 2nd and 2 at the 47 for Salem. Monroy back to pass. Pump fake, steps up into the pocket. He's going to be under pressure. Hit from the front and then the back. Brought down at the 47-yard line. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage. That'll bring up third down.
I tell you what, that was a defensive back sack on that one. They had everybody blanketed out there. He had nowhere to go, and he was hoping that he was going to tuck it. But the linebackers stepped up, and the defensive line was able to fight through and keep scraping, and he got blasted from behind, took him right down with no gain.
Salem going with the check with me to the sideline now. Monroy in the shotgun. One running back to his right. He'll send Khan in motion from right to left and back left to right. Monroy now taking himself to the outside, trying to get a block. He'll make his way upfield. Flag going to come in, and they're going to get in the Poland territory down to the 42-yard line. However, that's in the area of holding, Coach.
Yeah, that was thrown by the cap, and when you're when they were running a zone, absolutely, it's going to be holding by somebody on either on the offensive line or somebody on the edge.
Certainly, that is going to be holding coming up against Salem. So that'll put him back on third down. 8:06 left here, first quarter. Poland with a 7-0 lead. They get on the board on a 1-yard touchdown run by Pano Zipolidis, and had some kind of inside information there. A guy who hangs around here a little bit, and he said Pano's going to be a guy to watch our running back.
Yep, absolutely.
Kamara also getting the start at quarterback for Poland. Somebody to watch there. We'll see how he develops. Had to spend some time there last year as Poland had to replace Don Pagano, who had over 1,200 yards in offense, 15 touchdowns.
Big shoes.
Monroy in the shotgun, 3-step drop, fires out to his left. It's going to be picked up by Poland. That's going to be Ricky Madeline on the interception. Poland gets their second turnover in the quarter. 7:58 left here, and the Bulldogs on a roll.
Madeline did an outstanding job. He read that break, and he watched the quarterback. His eyes were in there. As soon as that ball released, I mean, he cut across him. Beautiful. He would have stayed on his feet. He would have housed that. But that was a great job by that young man. Played the ball, got it, and took off. And that was a good job. That's a great defensive play.
Ricky Madeline, the senior, getting the second turnover here for Poland. Poland capitalizing on the first one. It'll be 1st and 10 at the Salem 42-yard line. Now, Kamara will be in the backfield. He'll go in the shotgun, one running back to each side. He'll have a wing to the right. That'll be McCauley. He'll send McCauley from right to left. Going to hand this one off to the left side. They'll get upfield past the 40 down near the 38-yard line. And that's going to be Angelo Angelilli on the run.
That was the quarterback that brought him down. Monroy, that was a good job by him. He sticks his nose in there. I'll give him credit. He's in there banging it with these guys.
Yeah, normally you wouldn't like your quarterback in there, but when you have great athletes like Kamara and Monroy, you really kind of have to have them on the field.
Yeah, we had that at Cheney with Brad Smith. He played defensive end for us.
Kamara now in the I formation. He'll be under center. 3-step drop, going to fire downfield. Looking for Jay Stefanson, going to overthrow him. And he got tied up with Joey Kana. And I don't know if Stefanson gave up on the route there or.
There was a little bumping going on, but I think what happened was if he had held the ball a little bit longer, he didn't get on much pressure. He pulled the trigger, I think, a little bit too quick, Jim, and then he overthrew him by a good 7 yards. So I think if he had held the ball and dropped it in there, that would have been an easy touchdown.
3rd and 6 for the Bulldogs at the Quakers' 38-yard line. 7:16 left here, first quarter. Poland with a 7-0 lead. Kamara in the shotgun. He'll have Angelilli to his right. Twin receivers to each side. Stefanson and Varone will be the outside receivers. Send a man in motion. That'll be McCauley. He'll give it to him to the outside. He'll make it past the 35. Down to the 30, and he'll be tripped up at the 29-yard line. That'll be plenty enough for another Poland first down.
Yeah, that was a great run going to the outside. He was very patient to get outside, make a cut back. The defender missed him, and then he was able to get a couple more yards for the first down. So that was a good, smart run by that young man.
So Poland, no negative plays as yet. They'll have it 1st and 10 at the Salem 29-yard line. 6:46 left here, first quarter. And a lot of questions for Poland as they had to replace the majority of their offense. But so far, so good as they'll go tight formation. Kamara in the shotgun. I'll hand it off up the middle this time. That'll be Chase Jones on the run. He'll get down to the 25, pick up a 4, It'll be 2nd and 6 now for the Bulldogs.
Well, I'll take that all day on a dive, 4 yards. That's what you want. If you're going to run the football inside, you get at least 3 yards every carry. You're in great shape.
I don't know, Coach. Even at Wilson, if you get 4 yards a carry, that's more than 10.
That's why I said 3.
You're trying to keep it simple for me.
Well, you know, Wilson.
High formation again as Kamara goes under center. Just under 6 minutes of play here, first quarter. And Kamara going to check with the sideline. Chase Jones going to be the tailback. And Angelilli going to be the fullback. One receiver to each side, moving left to right on your devices. They'll hand this one up the middle. They'll make it back to the line of scrimmage, twist and turn, and actually pick up a couple yards on the play to be Chase Jones on the carry.
Yeah, what they're going to have to do now is when they do that, I'd like to see them run some kind of a fullback counter, because I want to tell you something. They're screaming to that original. So if he reverses out and does some kind of counter to the fullback, those linebackers will read that toss motion, and Haken should be able to hit it back.
3rd and 4 from the Salem 23-yard line. 5:14 left here, first quarter. Poland with a 7-0 lead. Poland getting the turnover on the opening kickoff. They turned that into 6. As Kamara now in the shotgun. They'll hand this one off. They'll break it out to the right side. Pass to 20, 15, 10, and he'll step out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Chase Jones again on the carry.
Yeah, they were able to run him out of bounds. The first defender missed, and he tiptoed, but then he stepped out of bounds. That was a great job getting around the edge. Outstanding. Poland's clicking on offense here. Very impressed. They're mixing it up a little bit, too.
Well, we talked to, Coach Kessler down on the field. He talked about Chase Jones and his maturity in terms of being a running back. Said he really has great vision and he's patient.
Yeah, and he's proved it. Outstanding. Great job.
So Verone going to be the receiver to the far side now. Fonda to the near side. Kamara in the shotgun. As we're going to have a stoppage here, and it looks like we're going to have a Salem timeout. 4:55 left here, first quarter. We'll step aside for a 30-second break. You are listening to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week here on Western Reserve Radio and WRQX AM 600 The Patriot. We'll be right back after this.
Our official school photographer.
Mill Creek Golf Course is now open. Experience the Donald Ross Championship design of both courses, where you can book a tee time online at millcreekmetroparks.org. Mill Creek features a newly remodeled golf shop, new cart paths, and is a Callaway certified club fitting facility with demo days. The PGA professional staff is now accepting golf outings and leagues. For more information, call 330-7112 or stop by and see what all Mill Creek Golf Course has to offer you.
Now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
First and goal from the 7-yard line. Kamara in the shotgun. One running back to each side, receiver to each side. Kamara going to pull the ball himself, work inside and try to stretch out, and he'll go down at the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal now at the 1 for Poland, and the run game very effective so far for this Bulldog team.
Well, what they tried to do, again, it was almost like a counter. Almost like a counter. They looked to the outside, and then what he did was he handed it off inside, and it was a great job. Great job. They weren't ready for it. That hole opened up, and I'll tell you what, if somebody got a shoestring, and if they wouldn't have, that would have been an easy score.
Kamara under center, 3 backs in the backfield. Now Zipolitos back there. They'll hand it off to the left side, try to work their way inside into the end zone for the Bulldog touchdown. Ricky Madeline, the senior, gets into the end zone. It gives the Bulldogs a 13-0 lead here with 4:12 left in the first quarter.
Yeah, that was a great drive. Very, very good drive. They mixed it up with a little pass, but it's obvious that you're going to see a lot of Poland running this year. I'm sure that they're not showing a lot here because they don't have to. If you're running all over Salem, continue to run it. Little bit of mix of pass, so that's a great job by the coaching staff. Work on the run, a little bit of pass.
So far, if you are Coach Tom Pavlansky, you have to be excited. Although you never show it, Coach, I know you don't, but you would have to be very satisfied at least with the performance.
Oh, yeah. You know, hey, you know us coaches, we're going to watch film and say, knucklehead, why'd you do that? That's just us coaches.
Stefanson for the extra point. Kick is up. And it is good. 4:12 left here, first quarter. Poland extends their lead to 14-0 on a 1-yard run by Ricky Madeline. We're going to step aside for another 30-second break. You are listening to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on Western Reserve Radio and WRQX AM 600 The Patriot. We're right back after this.
Like a copy of one of the exciting games you heard on the iMedia One network? Just email us and we'll tell you how to get one. Email davidferris.westernreserveradio@gmail.com. That's davidferris.westernreserveradio@gmail.com. We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One network.
12 left here, first quarter. Poland jumps out to a 14-0 lead. Both touchdowns coming by way of a turnover. They get a fumble on the opening kickoff. Then Ricky Madeline gets the interception. And Poland doing everything right, Coach. Running the ball well, throwing when they need to. Defensively, just taking the ball away at will.
Yeah, and then you got the mistakes with the first fumble. Wow, talk about a momentum giver right off the bat. That is crazy.
Jay Stefanson to kick this one off. Of course, kickoffs and field goals all year long, brought to you by Repair That Glass. Accidents happen, that's why you need Repair That Glass. Offering a full range of automotive glass repairs. For an appointment, call 330-534-3192. Thank you, Dave, for the effects. I love it.
Absolutely.
And Stefanson going to kick this one off, and it's going to be, they're going to let this one go into the end zone. I think they were second-guessing that one, and said, nah, you know what, we'll take this one out to the 20.
That's the one part that I like about kickers. And you know me, Jim, I hate them.
How do you feel about kickers, Coach?
I hate kickers. But if you got a kicker to kick in the end zone, I mean, that makes it so much easier. It puts their offense in a little bit of a pickle because they don't get any kind of a run back. So they got the ball on the, I believe, 20-yard line. Yeah. There you go.
Poland just taking opportunities away from Salem, and defensively so far.
But in defense of Salem, I've seen some good things. They had some good runs and some stuff, but it's too much far in between. They need to be more consistent.
Monroy in the shotgun, one running back to his right. They'll have a wing set off to the right, twin receivers to the near side. They'll send Joey Kana in motion, give it to him on the jet sweep. They'll try to make it out to the far side. They'll stretch him out past the 20 and down to the 24-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, 2nd and 6 now for the Salem Quakers.
Yeah, Poland did a good job. They stretched it out, but unfortunately they kept going backwards a little bit, so the line of Salem was able to get him further downfield. So, I mean, that was a good 4.5-yard gain on first down. You want to hold them to not that much. You want to get them, 1 or 2 yards.
So Monroy now under center. 2 receivers to the far side. I'll have a wing to the right. To the left. They'll send a man in motion right to left. Monroy with the pitch on the counter. They'll bring it to the backside. Brought down in the backfield. And I'll tell you, Nathan Sivikoff just read that beautifully.
Yeah, and again, one of the coaches, they talked about him. He needed to come into his own. They're expecting more out of him. So apparently he flipped the switch during the game. Maybe practice he's a little bit tentative or whatever. But boy, did he prove himself there. He absolutely annihilated his man in front and just lowered the boom. And that is a big boy.
Brandon Canna on the run that time. 3rd and 9 at the 21. 2:57 left here, first quarter. Monroy now with the handoff. They'll give it to Kana again. He'll try to work his way past the 20 near the 25. And we'll see if they'll mark this actually at the 24-yard line. And Salem taking a few shots here. We see Poland being the more aggressive team, Coach. I mean, it's quite evident even on the opening kickoff.
Yeah, I tell you what, they're not holding back. They're going at it. And that was Angela Lilly on that tackle. Number 6 got in there and did a good job.
So punt formation for Poland. Bulldog receiver will set up right around his own 45-yard line. This will be a good return. Kamara back to return this one. He'll let it go. It'll roll past the 30 and down to the 25-yard line, and that's where Poland will take over 1st and 10 with 2:04 left here, first quarter. And, Coach, this will be the first time they saw the other side of the field.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that was a magnificent punt. Beautiful spiral, and that thing took off. And The returner just had to let it go because it just kept soaring over his head. So that's an outstanding job by the punter of the Quakers. Great job.
Vito Kamara back to return. I don't think he was expecting that punt as well, as he was trying to backpedal, but then that's where he was at, still coming off a little bit
and
here.
that could have been a factor too. The punter, Troy Gibson, did an outstanding job on that. It was I don't know, probably about a 45-yard punt, maybe a little bit more.
So 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at their own 25-yard line. 2:04 left here, first quarter. Bulldogs with a 14-0 lead as Kamara now. And we're going to have a stoppage in play, as it looks like we're going to have an equipment problem. They're going to send Barone out for the Bulldogs. They'll replace him with Jay Stefanson. He'll be the receiver to the far side. So Kamara with Zippolitis to his left. Twin receivers to the far side. They'll also have a wing. They'll give it to Pano Zippolitis. He'll work his way forward. Cover up the ball well. He'll get out to the 29-yard line. Pick up a 4. 2nd and 6 now for the Bulldogs.
I'll tell you what, that was a very good patient run because the front two of the Quakers jammed that up, and Poland, they kind of stalemated with them. He was able to pick to the right a little bit, find a gap, and that was a good pickup. That was about 4 yards on that gain, and it looked like he only had a couple. So outstanding job by that young man. Good vision, find the hole.
Yeah, when you ask the coaches about Pano Zippolitis, the 2 things that came out, humble and hardworking.
Yeah, that's what you want, the 2 H's.
And certainly so far, he has shown that discipline. Great vision. Again, keeping his shoulder square, getting upfield. As now the Bulldogs will go back into the I formation, single receiver to each side. And Salem going to jump into the neutral zone with a flag. And Poland looks like they'll get a free first down.
Might be a yard, maybe a yard and a half short. Doesn't look like, I could be wrong. Bad angle here. Players in front of us.
Well, they're actually going to say a yard short. But a whole lot easier on 2nd and 1 than it is on 2nd and 6. I'll tell you that much.
See that? That's 45 years of coaching, do you? You pick that up, huh?
Well, this is usually where the argument with a guy named Tommy Noble starts about going for it. So.
Blind squirrel finds a nut occasionally, as he would say.
Former coach Tom Noble, of course, spending some time over at Struthers. We always mention him, as it will have twin receivers to the far side now. It'll be Fonda and Stefanson. Kamara under center in the I formation. Have a tight end to the right side. That'll be McCauley. Kamara rolling out to the right side. And it's going to be caught by Fonda out past the 50 and down to the 47-yard line. First down for Poland in Salem territory.
Outstanding throw. I tell you what, they read the fake, and they stalemated, and some of the Quaker linemen didn't come. They kind of dropped off. He rolled to his left, and now he's rolling left and throwing left. And wow, that was pinpoint. He put it right there, so he was able to catch, turn, and get a few more yards. Easy for you to say.
Easy for me to say. So sun's starting to set here at Pavlansky Field as we are enjoying week 1 of the Ohio high school football season. Twin receivers to the near side. Now they go back to the I formation. Kamara under center, 1st and 10 at the Salem 48-yard line. Kamara with the handoff to the tailback. He'll get out to the 46, maybe the 45. We'll see if they give him credit on that, I believe. I couldn't see if that was 5 or 6 that carried on that, but that is going to bring us to the end of the first quarter here in Poland, where the Bulldogs jump out to a 14-0 lead. We'll step aside for a quick break. You are listening to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week here on Western Reserve Radio and WRQX AM 600 The Patriot. We're right back after this.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Ventura ATV. Tickets are $30 each, and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and a raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 from each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Morrow with the handoff to the right side. He'll make it past the 50 into Salem territory, make his way all the way down to the 33-yard line. Actually, they'll give him the 34. Will be another first down for Poland. Just underway here, second quarter, 11:50 left. Bulldogs with a 14-0 lead, Coach.
Zipolitis, I'll tell you what, on that jet, that was amazing. I'll tell you what, he had a good head of steam. And that is a thick, big running back. So trying to meet him head on as a corner, as a safety, let me tell you what, that truck was running.
Good luck.
You ain't kidding. Yay.
They'll send Verone and Fonda to the receivers to the far side. They'll be joined by Ricky Madeline. Actually, looks like we're going to have a new quarterback here. David Zipolitis, the freshman, going to take it upfield himself, work past the 30, 25, and get knocked out of bounds near the 22-yard line. We talked about David Zipolitis with the coaching staff. He's a freshman, but they said he's very mature and obviously going to see a little bit of varsity action tonight.
Yeah, they said that he's the athlete, and he's really going to do well for them. I mean, if you look at him, you would think that maybe he was a sophomore or junior. As a freshman, he's well put together well, and you can see how he runs the ball with maturity. So that's good-looking kid. There's the future there.
Yeah, the brother of Pano Zipolitis, who's now at fullback. Ricky Madeline at the tailback position. Kamara under center. I'll give it to Madeline. Madeline squared up, and he'll get down to the 16-yard line, pick up a 4, and Poland continuing to be able to run the ball at will.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Canada he just met him head on, and he lost. Wow.
In pregame, we looked at Salem. They have good size, and you thought maybe that was going to be a physical battle. So far, it's been Poland all the way here.
I tell you what, Poland's offensive line is just pushing those big boys from Salem all over the place. I'll tell you what, and Poland looks like they're still fresh. I mean, they're ready to go. So great job in conditioning throughout the year, and before the season, coach has done a nice job with them.
Kamara in the shotgun, one running back to each side, one single receiver to each side. Kamara with the handoff. He's going to get Madeline again past the 10 down to the 9-yard line. They'll say his knee went down at the 10, so a pickup of 6. And that's going to be enough for another first down, Coach, and they'll move the chains.
You know, that we talked about misdirection and stuff. All that was it was a fullback, and he read that fullback, and he ran option phase. So I don't know if he just held it and was reading something. He might have been reading the 3-tech. I don't know. But he saw something open up. He gave it to him, hence that gain. So that was a great job. Good read. That quarterback he's looking at his reads. He's doing a great job.
First and goal now from the 10. Kamara in the shotgun. Zipolitis to his left. Madeline to his right. One receiver to each side. Kamara going to take it himself upfield past the 5 and brought down at the 4-yard line. And he was brought down by Joey Kana and Poland. Second and goal now. We'll call it the 4-yard line. They continue to run the ball.
And you know what? All you got to do is keep running. And all this is, ladies and gentlemen, is smash mouth football. What we're seeing here is almost 70s football. It's just I formation and run straight at them. Even when they go into that T formation, quarterback and 2 sidecars, it's more like a T formation from back in the day.
So they'll go back into that T formation. Kamara under center. Tight formation for the offense. Tight end to each side. They'll hand it off, work their way forward. Pick up a couple of yards maybe on the play. I believe that's going to be Angelilli on the carry for Poland.
And that was Patchen. He was in on that. I'll tell you what, that was a great job. He read it, and he got in there and was basically hog-tied him.
Third and goal from the 3. 8:47 left here in the second quarter. Poland with a 14-0 lead. They're knocking on the door again.
Hey, Jim, this is when you fake one side quarterback boot it and walk into the end zone.
Or we give them the old 44 scissors.
44 scissors, baby. They want to know it. I'll show them how to run it.
So Kamara will go back under center with the T formation. Zipolitis in there to be the middleman. Kamara rolling out to the far side. He'll throw it into the end zone. Wide open. Touchdown, Poland. Oliver McCulley on a 3-yard reception for the Poland Bulldogs. Give them a 20-0 lead with 8:21 left here, second quarter.
All he did was, it was just like he stepped outside, like he was feeling the edge, and they forgot about him. The linebacker wasn't there, and all he did was 1-2, and then all he did was run a little bit of a deep out, and he was wide open. There was nobody within 5-6 yards of him. That was a great call. Great play.
Poland on the field for the extra point. Kamara to hold. Stefanson the kick. Poland trying to extend their lead to 21-0. Kamara with the snap, the hold, and we're going to have a whistle. And I believe Salem is going to be assessed an encroachment penalty. So they'll give him half the distance. And I don't know, Coach, at this point, do you change your mind, maybe go for 2?
Did they blow it dead before the kick?
Yeah.
I thought they did. If not.
No. Well, we have a moment. We'll introduce you to our officials tonight. The back judge is going to be Michael 14. The line judge will be Robert Nicorado. The linesman, Andrew Wild. The umpire will be Greg Samsa. And our referee tonight is Frank Carden. Looks like we have a little bit of confusion here, but looks like Poland will keep the kicking team on. Stefanson says that's okay. It's easy when you're up 20-0.
Yeah. I'm thinking what happened was there was some question there. I think what happened was he jumped before the ball was snapped, so that's automatic dead.
Coach Pavlansky coming out to talk to the officiating crew, try to get some clarification. At this point, I'm not really sure what we have going on an extra point that's holding it up, but
yeah, because they can't give them the extra point.
And we actually have a mic'd up official tonight.
Dead ball, encouragement, defense. That penalty is declined. Redo the try.
Okay.
All right. I don't know if we're going to redo something we didn't get to do, but all right.
Well, once it's blown dead, before the snap, it's done. The play's over, so they declined it to move it, to leave it where it was at, so he can kick it again. That was the only thing.
Chase Stefanson for the extra point. Kamara with a hold. Talked about this depth here, and they were worried about players going both ways. So far, it looks like they're in great physical shape.
I'll tell you what, they look like they're in magnificent shape, and it's not what you would say cool.
Snap is back, kick is up, and it heads way over the band shell. And with 8:21 left here in the second quarter, Poland extends their lead to 21-0. We'll step aside for a 30-second timeout. You were listening to Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week here on Western Reserve Radio and WRQX AM 600 The Patriot. We're right back after this.
Accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass. Specializing in windshield replacement and all other auto glass, we offer a full range of automotive glass repairs. Our technicians can do everything from minor chip repair to a complete replacement. Your windows don't go up or down, they can fix that too, along with custom glass work and antiques. Repair That Glass is a family-run business for over 40 years. Repair That Glass. Call for your appointment now at 330-534-3192. We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
8:21 left here in this second quarter. Poland with a 21-0 lead, and Salem looking for answers. If you're a coach, Ron Johnson, at some point you got to take them aside, settle them down, and say, okay, we got to have a good drive and start building something.
Yeah, they got to pick it up real quick, or this thing's really going to get out of hand. They've got to get down and get some type of a score coming down here now. They cannot give the ball up now because, down 4 scores, that's going to be a tough battle to dig out of.
Coach, over on Western Reserve Radio 2 with Mark Means and Dave Clark. The West Branch Warriors, they have a 7-0 lead over the Canfield Cardinals.
Well, you know what? I expected that. They said Canfield should be pretty good, but I heard West Branch is going to be excellent this year.
So Stefanson going to send this one downfield. He fielded at the 4-yard line, brought out to the 10, 15, 20, and he'll fight his way out to the 25-yard line. Will Harmon on the return for Salem. And that kickoff was brought to you by Repair That Glass. Accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass. Offering a full range of automotive glass repairs. For an appointment, call 330-534-3192.
So that was Repair That Glass. Where's our smashing glass?
All right, thank you. There we go.
Thanks, David. We knew you had it in you, Dave. You were just a little bit behind.
So Salem, 1st and 10 now at the 25-yard line. Monroy in the I formation now under center. They'll give it off to the tailback off the left side and work their way down to the 30-yard line. Brandon Kana on the carry, the 5'9", 160-pound sophomore, coach.
Yep. I'll tell you what, he hit the hole quick. That was that's impressive, but that's what they got to do. They got to start doing this more and more and more. Pano Zipolitis, though, he was right there on that. I'll tell you what, my man's a headhunter. He likes hitting.
Monroy under center. They'll send a man in motion to the outside. They'll pitch it out on the counter, bring it to the backside. Going to be wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. Again, that was going to be Brandon Kana on the carry. Poland going to get them. They're actually going to give him credit maybe for a yard pickup on that. That'll bring up 3rd down now for the Quakers. So the aforementioned Zipolitis, we've seen Pano, we've seen David. We have a player down here on the field, and we'll take a look at some scores from around the valley. As we again over at West Branch, Canfield Cardinals trail the Warriors by a score of 7-0. Trying to get this refreshed here. We apologize while we have this moment. Of course, next week we'll be right back here at Pavlansky Field as Bulldogs will host the Howland Tigers. The Tigers getting the win last night over the Niles Red Dragons. They shut them out by a score of 28-0.
I was on Facebook today, speaking of Howland, and one of my ex-players is a coach there. He also a Phoenix Cardinal and Mountaineer and a Cheney Cowboy.
So are you just going to drop names or?
Keelan Dykes.
Okay, there we go.
Mr. Keelan Dykes. Great guy. Used to pick me up like I was a little kid.
So we'll take a look at the Discount Power Sports scoreboard as Austintown Fitch has a 21-0 lead over Euclid. Boardman and Kenston all tied up at 6. McDonald with an 8-0 lead over Champion. Newton Falls 7. East Palestine 6. Hubbard with a 7-6 lead over Brookfield. They are renewing that old rivalry. Girard with a 14-7 lead over Jefferson. Cardinal trails LeBray by a score of 8-7. And no score on the Latonia Fairport Harding game. Lowville leading Columbiana 14-0. So Monroy now into shotgun, send a man in motion. Monroy going to keep it himself off the left side, work his way forward, get past the 35 and down near the 40-yard line. And that's enough for a Quaker 1st down. They'll get to the 40. Coach, that's what you need, just a couple of 1st downs. Maybe try to build something here before the half.
Yeah, and that's what the staff said. They got to watch him. He's a very good player, and he's real squirrely, he said. You never know if he's going outside, inside, and they got to wrap him up. And that showed right there. That's a great job.
Monroy under center, single running back in the backfield. They'll pitch it out to the near side. It'll be Kana again past the 45. He'll fight his way down to the 49. And he just about a yard short of a 1st down. He'll have to get to the midfield stripe for that.
Yeah, they've got their machine running now. Salem looks like they're starting to hit on some cylinders. Poland's got to tighten up. Poland's hands are on their hips. They look like they might be getting a little bit tired. Quakers look like they're ready to go.
2nd and 1 now. Ball at the Salem 49-yard line. 6:33 left here, 2nd quarter. Salem trails Poland by a score of 21-0. Monroy will go under center in the I formation. Connell will be the tailback. Patchen will be the fullback. They'll send a man in motion left to right. That'll be Joey Kana. Monroy back to pass under pressure. Fires downfield and incomplete. Almost a one-handed catch by Joey Kana, but couldn't bring it in. But McCauley in the face of Monroy. He had to get rid of that.
Well, Oliver McCulley was right there, and Actually, what should have happened was there should have been a holding penalty because he was getting to him, and I saw a lot of blue jerseys getting tugged. And of course, those guys in the stripe, they do a great job. And they must have missed that.
I formation again as Monroy will go under center. Wing to the right. Monroy now going to fight his way forward to the 50, and he'll get the first down with 6:12 left here in this second quarter. And want to thank Discount Power Sports for being our scoreboard sponsor all year long. Discount Power Sports is your go-to store for discount ATVs, dirt bikes, go-karts, electric bikes, and more. Visit Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 330-717-4441. Three receivers to the far side. Now Monroe going to the shotgun. It'll be Kana to his right. Brandon Kana. He'll send him to the near side. Empty backfield. Monroe will fire this one out, complete to Harmon. Harmon going to fight his way forward to the 40-yard line. He might be just short of a first down.
Well, that outside linebacker got to recognize that. He's got to get split half the distance, especially when he sees him stop and turn. He's got to come and force on that. Otherwise, you're going to get your yardage gain like that.
2nd and 1 for Salem. Salem starting to get a little momentum here with 5:49 left in the second quarter. Down by 3 touchdowns. Monroy will go under center. Patchen now will move to the fullback position. We'll have a wing to the right. Monroy will hand this one off. Try to work their way upfield. It'll be Kana again, making the initial contact and then dragging some Bulldog defenders down to the 32-yard line. Plenty enough for a Quaker first down.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, they're gashing Poland now. Poland's got to tighten up on there, or those linebackers got to come up and read that quarterback. They got to stick with him. They got to read through the guard to the fullback and into the quarterback. It's a long read, but they have got to be able to get it done.
Salem now 1st and 10 at the Poland 32-yard line. 5:24 left here as the clock continues to run. Monroy now in a pistol formation, wing right, twin receivers to the far side. Salem moving left to right on your devices. He'll give this to Kana. Upfield, he'll fight his way down near the 25. Going to be a couple yards short of a first down. But it looks like Brandon Kana starting to pick up some momentum here, the sophomore.
I like the way he runs, Jim. If you see him run, he hits the hole. His body's leaning forward. So when they hit him, he's got them pistons pumping in them legs. And with him leaning forward, I'll tell you what, it's hard to get him down. They either got to take his legs out because they're trying to take him up high, and he's running them over.
Kana to the right of Monroy in the shotgun. Single receiver to the far side this time. Monroy going to keep it himself out to the near side. Try to work his way up past the 20, and he'll be brought down at the 17-yard line. They'll actually give him the 16, enough for another Salem first down. The Quakers are in the red zone.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Jim, they found something, and they're running right at it. They're doing an outstanding job running up in the middle, running outside. Good mix of play calling. Very good mix.
So 4:31 left here, second quarter. Salem with their best drive of the night. Monroy in the shotgun again. Kana to his left. Harmon will be the receiver, single receiver to the near side. 3 receivers to the far side. Monroy looking to his right. Fires into the end zone, and it's going to go through the hands of Will Harmon. And Harmon knows that. You can see by his body language he probably should have caught that.
Oh, absolutely. That was right in his hands. He should have been able to come down with that. He had both hands on that ball, and it went right through them both. And the defensive back for Poland, he's got to keep his eye out in the backfield, but he's got to be trying to throw that elbow in there, feel where his man is. He got behind him a little bit. You can't go deep like that.
Shotgun formation again for Monroy. One running back to each side. And they'll change formations now. Empty backfield as they will send a man in motion. Monroy will take it himself, but he's going to be hemmed up by 3 blue jerseys in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a couple of yards on the play. And Coach, I believe that looked like what they used to call the old lookout block.
You ain't kidding. I'll tell you what, I think the line was blocking one way and somebody ran the other, but Tanya was right there. He engulfed him.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on Western Reserve Radio. Follow the Cobras as they...
Salem with their best drive of the night. Third and 13 from the Poland 19-yard line. Monroy in the shotgun. 3-step drop, looking out to his right, fires into the end zone, and it was tipped by a Salem player, and I believe that pass was intended for Aiden Patchen, and they averted disaster. That ball got tipped, and there was a couple of blue jerseys in the area.
Yeah, they just couldn't get to it. You're right, Jim. I'll tell you what. If he puts it on the numbers, that's right there. But he's throwing the ball high for some reason, and these guys are trying to go after it. He's got to bring that down a little bit.
So Troy Gibson on for a field goal.
Be careful.
Ball at the 13-yard line. That'll make this a 30-yard attempt. It'll be Will Harmon on the hold.
Blow the clock.
As Poland is going to take a timeout. 3:36 left here in the first half. We're going to step aside for a 30-second break. You're listening to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week here on Western Reserve Radio and WRQX AM 600. We're right back after this.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on Western Reserve Radio. Follow the Cobras as they compete. And if you're looking to continue your football career after high school, college, or even the pros, or to be part of the Cobras, be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
WRQX, Salem, Youngstown, Warren. We are AM 600, The Patriot, a Cumulus media station.
Now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
36 left here as Salem will attempt a 30-yard field goal. Troy Gibson on for the kick. Harmon for the hold. Poland leads 21-0. Snap is back. Low snap. Kick is up. And it is good. Wow. So with 3:32 left here in this half, Poland still with the 21-3 lead, but an impressive 30-yard kick by Troy Gibson.
I'll tell you what, I'm trying to get a number on who that was that almost got that. It was somebody from Poland. Madeline, number 8. Boy, I don't know how he didn't block that. It was right there. Outstanding. I'll tell you what, though, Salem found something, and they did a great job. They drove right down the field, took some time up, but, you know, they only got 3 out of it, but at least they got some points.
Take a look at the Discount Power Sports scoreboard. Austintown Fitch with a 21-0 lead over Euclid, Bourbon, and Kenston, all tied up at 6. No score on the Lake Catholic Cardinal Mooney game. McDonald with an 8-3 lead over Champion. Cheney, 7. Akron East, nothing. There you go, Coach. Yep. Going to be a good Friday. Carrollton and East Liverpool all tied up at 7. Newton Falls and East Palestine, they're knotted up at 14. Brookfield, they trail Hubbard 13-12. Girard 21, Jefferson 7. Cardinals 7, LeBray 8. Lakeview with a 20-0 lead over Holy Name from Cleveland. And Latonia and Fairport Harding, still no report on that. Wyndham with a 14-0 lead over Lisbon. The Bombers with a 2-touchdown lead. Lowville still leads Columbiana 14-0. Sharon over Mercyhurst Prep 21-0. United 6-0 over Minerva. Newcastle 14. General McLean 7. Mineral Ridge 14. Pie Valley 14. All tied up there. Coach Brian Shaner heading up to Andover for that game. And South Range leads Springfield 14-0. Coach points out Struthers 28, Beaver local nothing, as Salem will kick this one off and it'll head to the end zone. It'll be a touchback, and the Bulldogs will take over 1st and 10 at the 20. And a little pushing and shoving going on here. Maybe Salem finding that second wind here, Coach.
Well, you know what? It's, you know, you can't get to push this around. You did this for a while. We're coming back on that. Absolutely. Get it going to that Struthers score. The talk of the town around here is look out for the Cats this year. They supposedly brought everybody back, and they had a great year last year. So they're looking big things to happen at Struthers. I congratulate the Cats, former team that I had coached. The younger guys, and outstanding with that. But then I heard that there might be a little bit of a drop-off after that, but that's how it goes. You have up years and you have down years. So
certainly the cycle for all of us around here.
You know, it's...
Any markings for you from Struthers on there? I know you have a collection of teams.
Let's see. Right there, the Red S. Okay. Undefeated team, 2010. Our freshman team.
So, Coach, a mural now is Camaro in the shotgun, one running back to his right. We'll send a man in motion. Back to pass, fires downfield. McCauley on the reception at the 50, brought down at the 45-yard line in Salem territory. And I believe that was David Zippolitis on the pass. Where Zippolitis came in the last time, he ran the ball, set him up on that, Coach.
I'll tell you what, that was great. If he leads him a little bit more, that is a huge gain, and that was a big gain. He snuck at that's on tight end, and they're not watching him. Them linebackers and safeties got to pick him up. So he's selling the block. They got him at wing now.
Oliver McCauley on the reception. Kamara now going to shotgun with one running back to each side, single receiver to each side, wing to the right. They'll hand it off to Zippolitis. Zippolitis going to twist and turn and fight his way down to the 41-yard line, and it'll take nearly the entire Salem defense to bring him down. 2:50 left here in this half. Poland 21, Salem 3. And did we have a timeout, Coach?
No, Coach Pav's got 3 timeouts, 2:40 and clicking, and he's got to start moving a little bit. You got to get your quarterback in there. Let's go.
So we've seen the appearance by David Zippolitis, the freshman. Not a lot of freshmen dressed here for the Poland Bulldogs, so that really says a lot that he's going to be the future of this team.
Yeah, back in the day when you and I played, I didn't actually play then. I was still coaching. Freshmen were unheard of playing varsity.
I formation, Kamara under center, twin receivers to the far side. Kamara rolling out, trying to set up under pressure, and he's going to tuck and run it out to the 40, and he'll get tripped up at the 39-yard line. Will Harmon making the tackle for Salem, and Poland going to be short of the first down.
Tripped up at the 38-yard line. Harmon on the stop.
150 and counting. Coach can't take him home. Gonna start using some of these timeouts.
Clock continues to run here, 1:45 left in this first half. Poland 21, Salem 3. Kamara checking with the sideline. Poland in no rush right now, as they will take their time as Stefanson and McCauley will be the receivers to the far side, twin receivers to the near side. Joey Vance to the outside. And Kamara going to take it himself. Nowhere to go there. May have picked up maybe a yard on the play. And we'll see if Coach Pavlansky wants to take a timeout. And nope, they'll continue to roll here. 1:10 on a running clock. They'll place the ball at the 44-yard line, 39-yard line. 4th down for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, obviously you're going for it. There's no reason why not to. With 50 seconds to go, you got it on your side of the field. Got to get a first down. Well, got to do more than a first down.
45 seconds left here in this half. Clock continues to run. And T formation, and we're going to have a whistle on 4th down. Poland going to take their timeout. We'll keep it right here for the moment, and we'll take a look at the Discount Power Sports scoreboard update.
I want to thank again our first quarter telesponsors tonight. Melissa Mazeko.
As we talked about that Struthers game, 28-0 lead over Beaver Local.
In Campfield.
As we'll wait for this to refresh here. Of course, as soon as you need it, doesn't work. All right, there we go. So Boardman and Kenston, they're still all tied up at 6. Lake Catholic, they take a 7-0 lead over Cardinal Mooney. McDonald with a 15-3 lead over Champion. Cheney still with the 7-0 lead over Akron East. Newton Falls, East Palestine still all tied up at 14. Hubbard still leads Brookfield by a score of 13-12. Of course, they are renewing that rivalry this year, and a lot of excitement behind that.
Dave and Mark will be happy about that
Absolutely,
score.
as well they should be. Girard 21, Jefferson 7. LeBray 8, Cardinal 7. Lakeview now with a 20-0 lead over Holy Name. Actually played up at that stadium there in Cleveland, Coach.
Okay.
So 4th and 4, ball at the 39-yard line. They'll send McCauley in motion from right to left. And now we're going to have a stoppage. And it looks like Salem is going to take their timeout. So we'll step aside as well. We'll take a 30-second break. You were listening to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week here on Western Reserve Radio, WRQX, AM 600. We're right back after this.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Ventura ATV. Tickets are $30 each, and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn in a Raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 from each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition. Now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
40 seconds left here in this first half. Poland with a 21-3 lead. Salem taking a timeout. As it is now 4th and 4 ball at the Salem 39-yard line. Kamara will be in the shotgun. He'll have Zippolitis to his right. Twin receivers to the far side, moving right to left. Kamara rolling out. Quick pass out to McCauley. McCauley past the 35 and down to the 31, and that's going to be enough for a Poland first down. That'll stop the clock long enough to get the line to gain set. And then that clock will continue to roll. 33 seconds left.
They can't hang with that tight end.
Kamara now in the shotgun again. He'll have one running back to his right. Plant his feet. He'll fire out to the flats. It's going to be caught at the 25 and take it out to the 15-yard line. That's going to be J.J. Fonda on the reception for Poland. He gets out of bounds. That's going to stop the clock.
Great throw. I'll tell you what, that was an outstanding throw.
Really from flat foot, he took the snap and just fired it out.
He just took it right out there. This freshman is very, very impressive.
David Zippolitis, the freshman. Kamara, the junior. Again, played some quarterback last year, but this is the first time he's going to take the duties full-time as Stefanson and Fonda will be the receivers to the far side. Joey Verone will be single receiver to the near side. Kamara in the shotgun. Zippolitis to his right. Kamara rolling out to the far side. Looking downfield. Nothing there. And he's going to tuck it. Actually going to throw it away. And
I think it was out of bounds, Jim.
Kind of way out of bounds. Out in the parking lot maybe. But he's kind of concerned that he might have been past the line of scrimmage. The officials say no. So that'll bring up second down now for the Bulldogs. 18 seconds left here. All at the 17-yard line.
Flag on the play.
And we do have a flag on the play, and I did not see that come in. I don't see it on the field, actually. Okay, yep. Far side there at the 15-yard line.
But it looked like he was out of bounds anyway when he threw the ball. Again, we're pretty far away, but I think they got to pick that up because I don't.
And we'll see what the call is here. We'll try to get it from our referee, Frank Carden.
We have an illegal forward pass.
Pass the line.
On the offense. 5-yard penalty. Follow the foul.
So second down now for the Bulldogs. Pretty much the first mistake of any kind tonight for the Bulldogs. 18 seconds left here. 21-3 is the Poland lead. 2nd and 15 now at the Salem 22-yard line, Coach. And maybe a little inexperience at quarterback, but trying to get something done, but smart enough to throw it out of bounds.
Yeah, again, don't throw it when you pass the line of scrimmage. That's all right. Get it out there.
Poland now going under center with one single running back. They'll hand it off. That'll be Zippolitis. He'll spin and turn down to the 16-yard line. Poland now going to go up-tempo, try to get right back there as the clock continues to run with 3 seconds. And Kamara going to spike this one, and I believe they're going to send on Jay Stefanson for the field goal. And if they're going to attempt this, it's going to be a 39-yard attempt.
And there is 1 second remaining in the first half.
Yeah, and unfortunately, if he misses it, that penalty was very, very costly.
Indeed, the senior, Jay Stefanson, coming on for the field goal. 1 second left here in this half. Poland 21, Salem 3. Poland starting fast in the first quarter with a turnover on the opening kickoff. Also picking up an interception. Ricky Madeline with the pick for the Bulldogs.
Jason Stefanson.
So Stefanson. And we're going to have a timeout, Salem. We'll keep it right here for a moment as we continue here the first half of week 1 of the Ohio high school football season. And of course, again, we want to thank all of our great sponsors who make this possible. Starting with the Cleveland Cobras, of course, Malutic Live, Discount Power Sports. Want to welcome them in on the broadcast for the 2024 season. Repair That Glass, They sponsor all the field goals. And of course, they will be responsible for this field goal as well. This field goal attempt is brought to you by Repair That Glass. Accidents happen.
There it is.
There it is. That's why you need Repair That Glass, offering a full range of automotive glass repairs. For an appointment, call 330-534-3192. That's Dave's way of waking us up.
I'll tell you what, though, we have a good time up here with stuff. We try to make it enjoyable for the fans out there. We try to keep it upbeat, and we try to laugh a little bit because that's what it's all about. Can't get too serious because this world's too serious anymore.
Where would you rather be on a Friday night in the Mahoning Valley than a high school football game?
Sitting on my boat drinking a beer.
All right, Stefanson for the 39-yard field goal attempt. Excuse me, actually, it'd be a 34-yard attempt, if my math is correct. Sorry, Mrs. Frail. Little Wilson issue there. Snap is back. Kick is up.
Good.
And it's got the distance, and it is no good. It's going to go wide left into the student section there, which, if you look back to the south here, it is a beach night theme for the Poland student section. And the Bulldogs, they'll go into the locker room with a 21-3 lead over the Salem Quakers. Halftime here at Pavlansky Field at the corner of 170 and Dobbins Road. We will step aside for our first break here at the half. You're listening to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week here on Western Reserve Radio, part of the iMedia One Network, as well as WRQX, AM 600 The Patriot. We're right back after this.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532. The Mahoning Valley's leader for golf, Milk Creek Golf Course, is now booking tee times for 2024. We offer stay and play opportunities available with 9 area hotel partners. For more information, visit our website at millcreekmetroparks.org. Also, look for new, exciting opportunities coming soon, including an indoor player development center with Trackman, an indoor Callaway Club Fitting Center, and an Odyssey Fitting Studio in 2024. Follow us on Facebook at Milk Creek Golf Course or call 330-740-7112. Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on Western Reserve Radio. Follow the Cobras as they compete with teams from around the region in pursuit of a Tri-Point Football League championship. And if you're looking to continue your football career after high school, college, or even the pros, or to be part of the Cobras staff, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football, or contact owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Ventura ATV. Tickets are $30 each, and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and a new raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street, or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 from each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition. We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Halftime continues here at Pavlansky Field in Poland. Bulldogs with a 21-3 lead over the Salem Quakers. Take a look at how we got here in Poland, jumping out quickly on the opening kickoff, Coach. They get the turnover on the big hit. They get the ball on the Salem side of the field. And at 10-10 of the first quarter, Bipano Zipolidis getting into the end zone on a 1-yard run. And that is a great way to start off a 2024 season.
You ain't kidding. I'll tell you what, huge hit, ball popped out, and they were able to score. And that's the other thing that counts.
Also in the first quarter at 4:12, it would be Ricky Madeline. After an interception, we get the Bulldogs in the end zone on another 1-yard run. For Ricky Madeline, he gets the interception and he gets the touchdown.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that's double dipping there. That's a great job. Coaches will definitely give him a gold star.
Plenty of riches here. We'll have to look at him for the player of the game there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Second quarter action, it would be McCulley on a 4-yard touchdown pass from Vito Camara at 8:21. It would give the Bulldogs a 21-0 lead. However, at 3:32 of the second quarter, it would be Troy Gibson on the 30-yard field goal. It would get the Salem Quakers on the board, and that took us to the half at a score of 21-3 in favor of the Bulldogs. And, Coach, the kicking, I tell you, we've seen some amazing kickers here as we've covered teams like Springfield and Poland. Of course, we've had kind of a lineage of Poland kickers here that have gone on and done great things.
Yeah, gone on to YSU and NFL.
Yeah, a little guy by the name of McFadden.
All of his kids. I don't know if he had grandkids yet, but I have a feeling they'll be here kicking.
So he can't. They come by it genetically. So they have been blessed here. But in the Valley here, that has become a skill that we've seen guys come in, and they are doing a great job, really making a difference in those close games.
And the other thing, I hear a lot about soccer kids coming and kicking. And I'll tell you what, if you have a soccer team that they do here, and you could get one of those guys to kick extra points and field goals, that is so much a plus. When I was at Struthers, Amber Affogato was my kicker. She was amazing. I called her automatic. And I'll tell you what, she did a heck of a job for her. She did not miss. She was automatic on stuff. So, to have a soccer player as a kicker, I'll tell you what, you got to look at using them. And there might be a little bit of connection here with all these kickers.
Yeah, certainly. And talk about other teams, other athletics here at Poland. The boys and girls soccer team both get to win this week. So we're looking to go 3 for 3 here in sports down here on Pavlansky Field. And so far, so good. But coming into the second half, Salem's got to make some adjustments. If you're Coach Ron Johnson, you kind of have to be happy the way they finished the second half, but certainly the start was a little rough.
Yeah, they're going to have to really buckle down. But on the swing side of that, Poland's got to keep their momentum. They look like they kind of slowed down there for a while. But then the urgency came when they were trying to go down and score before the half. They have got to not let up. They have got to still keep it going because anything can happen. Look how they did. They scored all those points in the first 2 quarters. So now you've got to now pick it up and keep grinding away third and fourth quarter and finish. Bottom line is finish all the time.
We're going to step aside for another break. When we come back, we will go to the Discount Power Sports scoreboard, bring you some scores from around the area, and we'll talk about the West Branch Canfield game over there on Western Reserve Radio 2 with Mark Means and Dave Clark. Of course, Dave Clark and Mark Means had the opportunity to be down at YSU last night for the Walsh Jesuit Ursuline game. Unfortunately, the Irish fall 37-35, but first game out. What a game to have on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, though. I watched it on TV. I was very impressed. Ursuline's got a good team, but I'm curious to see what's going to happen in that new league because there is a new league that they're in. So.
Certainly. Well, we'll have to talk about the other part about you watching it on TV, but that's fine.
Well,
we'll step aside for another break. When we come back, we could take a look at the Discount Power Sports scoreboard. We'll also speak with Pat Lucia of the Saturday Morning Sports page. We'll get his take on the wonderful world of sports. All that and more coming up here at halftime. You are listening to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week here on Western Reserve Radio and WRQX AM 600 The Patriot. We're right back after this.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Minor League Football on Western Reserve Radio. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region in pursuit of a Tri-Point Football League championship. And if you're looking to continue your football career after high school, college, or even the pros, or to be part of the Cobras staff, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football or contact owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras Football.
Moludic Live is your home for high school sports. We have all the scores on our social media platforms throughout the games. Enjoy our timely updates from local area schools year-round. You won't get the consistency and reliability from anyone else. Our number one priority is servicing our fans and getting them live news as it's happening. Follow us on social media, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Moludic_Live. And remember, our fans come first.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 234-254-8532. The Mahoning Valley's leader for golf, Milk Creek Golf Course, is now booking tee times for 2024. We offer stay and play opportunities available with 9 area hotel partners. For more information, visit our website at millcreekmetroparks.org. Also, look for new, exciting opportunities coming soon, including an indoor player development center with Trackman, an indoor Callaway Club fitting center, and an Odyssey fitting studio in 2024. Follow us on Facebook at Milk Creek Golf Course or call 330-740-7112.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Halftime continues here at Pavlansky Field. The Salem Quaker Marching Band on the field entertaining the home side. While we have an opportunity, we'll take a look at the Discount Power Sports scoreboard. Discount Power Sports is your go-to store for discount ATVs, dirt bikes, go-karts, electric bikes, and more. Visit Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in beautiful downtown Hubbard, or call 330-717-4441. Scores from around the area: Austintown Fitch leading Euclid 21-6. Euclid getting on the board. Kenston breaks the tie with Boardman. It is now 12-6 in favor of Kenston. Lake Catholic 7, Cardinal Mooney nothing. McDonald with a 29-3 lead over Champion. Cheney, they add another touchdown. They lead Akron East 14-0. Carrollton 7, East Liverpool 7, High Valley 30, Mineral Ridge 14. That game being played up in Andover. Newton Falls trails East Palestine by a score of 26-14. Bulldogs of East Palestine trying to start the 2024 season with a win. Hubbard, they take a 21-12 lead over Brookfield. Girard 21, Jefferson 7, LaBrae 15, Cardinal 13, Lakeview 26, Holy Name 0. Fairport Harding, they have a 20-0 lead over the Letonia Bears. The Wyndham Bombers, 20-6 lead over the Lisbon Blue Devils. Lowville, they extend their lead over Columbiana by a score of 28-3. Malvern 14, Valley Christian nothing.
Good evening,
United 6, Minerva nothing. And Newcastle 14, General McLean 7. Springfield, they trail South Range by a score of 35-7. South Range starting off just as powerful as they did last year. Union Local with a 20-6 lead over the Southern Indians. And Camel, they are on top of St. Thomas Aquinas, 41-0. That last reported in the second quarter. Coach, 35-0 is the score. Struthers over Beaver Local. That is impressive so far here for the Wildcats. It may be all that everybody's been talking about. And in West Branch, the Warriors, they have a 10-0 lead over Canfield. And we'll give a little hello out there to Trey and Bree Black. Lucas Black, the starting safety for West Branch, also a member of the Canton Akron Jets hockey team. So you can tell he just loves contact.
Yes, those hockey players are a little crazy.
Yeah, certainly. So that is your Discount Power Sports scoreboard. Again, we want to thank them for joining us here in the 2024 season. But right now, we are joined by none other than the host of the Saturday Morning Sports page, Pat Lucia. And you're back tomorrow, 9 a.m. Talk about the wonderful world of sports. Been on a little bit of hiatus, but there's a ton to talk about now.
Oh, God, where do you start?
Well, we've got high school starting this week. And actually,
got a little college.
So Florida State and Georgia Tech over in Ireland. I don't know if you had the opportunity to watch any of the media coverage with Pat McAfee today, which was interesting.
I can only imagine.
That was an interesting one. But games being played over in Ireland, followed up by the kickoff of the college season, and then ultimately the NFL.
That's a noon game on ESPN, by the way, for those that are – I know there's probably a lot of people waiting for college football to start. I think there was people – I know some friends of mine that couldn't wait. And also went on to say that this seems to be the longest time they've waited for football to start. Longer this year than prior years. We had the Olympics, but people just seem to be more cranked up with all that's going on in football, especially when you break it down, when you have college football. And, the NFL is only less than 2 weeks away.
Right.
Yesterday would be 2 weeks Thursday. You've got the opener. And so everybody's getting worked up on the NFL, but now you've got college, which is week 0.
Yeah. Well, that's one thing. We're all football people. You could throw the baseball, the hockey, all those sports. When you throw football out there, people will come, whether it's high school, whether it's any level of football.
You need to remember, there are 3 sports in Youngstown, Ohio. In fact, I'm going to go out on a limb and say there's 3 sports in the United States. NFL football, college football, high school football, and not necessarily in that order, depending on who you speak to. Right. Because there's a lot of people, I've got a couple friends of mine that absolutely love high school football. A friend of mine in Cleveland told me he would rather go to a high school game than even go to a pro game. He goes, it's high school football is just so easy to go to, and you enjoy the game, and the fans seem to just be more like laid back, but they're into the game. It's a great atmosphere. We have a beautiful night here in Poland, Ohio, by the way.
And it's not, and the other thing, it's not commercialized.
Not at all.
And that's the good thing. It's not commercialized, so that's what's really good.
No, that's beautiful.
You talk about football in there, and if you could have it all year, you would. You've got the UFL now.
Right.
A little surprised that isn't doing better in terms of attendance, and maybe it'll take a little while to gain traction, but really you can have football all season long or all year long now.
We're working in that direction. Yep. And the thing you have to remember, one thing with the USFL is they've got TV contract, they've got revenue coming in, making money. So, I mean, the attendance will come along, it'll catch up. But the main key is a revenue stream, and they've done the model now and broke it out where they're not going to go out of business like the prior couple years where those floundering other football leagues didn't make it.
Well, and the other thing you have to remember, a lot of those guys, not all of them, but a lot of those guys had played on NFL teams and maybe got cut at the last minute. If you really watch it and you break it down, I'll tell you what, there's some quality football. It really is. Now, there's some teams that are, but I'll tell you what, the teams that we've always watched, they were good quality teams. And to add to that, look what the NFL's done with their kickoffs. Yeah. They're using theirs because they saw that it works.
That's right.
So they're evolving. The evolution is coming.
Just remember, it's a fine line, and I make this point all the time, between you have that USFL and NFL, not a big difference. In fact, the NFL, I will guarantee you, with the way the season will go, they will be going to the USFL players that are maybe still out there, and they're going to be filling rosters there because we know NFL, you're going to have a lot of injuries. Always do.
Yeah, and you're absolutely right. It's the injury bug will bite somebody, and guess what? You only have so many on the practice squad. Oh, I saw this guy play in USFL, so we're going to grab him. And that happened the time we were up there for the championship game at the Hall of Fame Stadium at Tom Benson. I believe the running back that ran those 2 punts back is now a running back or is a return man for the Dallas Cowboys. He got signed.
Yeah. Indeed, that's the point. And you like to see that the NFL now doesn't have an ego so big that they're willing to try these things.
Recognizing these guys.
When you need a player, remember one thing, I will guarantee you that there are NFL scouts that watch the USFL like you would not believe. And they're constantly looking at guys. You know, if we're short a guy or we're down, make a phone call and bring him in, because you're going to see a lot of that go on, and that's the best part of it. Is again, it's a great thing.
Halftime continues here at Pavlansky Field in Poland. We're going to step aside for another timeout. We come back, we'll give you another recap of the Discount Power Sports scoreboard. We'll get this third quarter kicked off here, and of course tomorrow at 9 a.m. the Saturday morning sports page returns with none other than Pat Lucia and Dave Clark. We're going to step aside for a quick timeout. You're listening to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week here on Western Reserve Radio and WRQX AM 600, The Patriot. We're right back after this.
Western Reserve Radio is the Valley's online source for sports talk and local live events. Tune in and be a part of their live weekly shows, as well as all of the hard-hitting action of Youngstown Phantoms hockey, high school football, and the GDFL. Find them at westernreserveradio.com. Tune in and the Live 365 app to be a part of the area's sports conversation. Be sure to visit them on Facebook at Western Reserve Radio and on Twitter at WR_radio.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on Western Reserve Radio. Follow the Cobras as they compete around the region in pursuit of a Tri-Point Football League championship. And if you're looking to continue your football career after high school, college, or even the pros, or to be part of the Cobras staff, go to Facebook. 3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
Would you like a copy of one of the exciting games you heard on the iMedia One network? Just email us and we'll tell you how to get one. Email davidferris.westernreserveradio@gmail.com. That's davidferris.westernreserveradio@gmail.com. Now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One network.
Halftime continues here at Pavlansky Field as we take another look at the Discount Power Sports scoreboard update. And from around the area, Fitch still with a 21-6 lead over Euclid. Kenston leads Boardman by a score of 12-6. Lake Catholic and Cardinal Mooney still 7-0 in favor of Lake Catholic. McDonald 29, Champion 3. Cheney with a 2-touchdown lead over Akron East. Carrollton, they take a 14-13 lead over East Liverpool. And East Palestine now leads 26-14 over Newton Falls. Hubbard, and I believe, if I'm correct now, you said it's now a 35-12 lead over Brookfield.
Wow.
So a rough night for the Warriors there as old acquaintances are renewed in Hubbard. Girard 21, Jefferson 7. LeBray with a 22-13 lead over Cardinal. Lakeview, they extend their lead to 26-0 over Holy Name. Fairport Harding leads Leetonia by a score of 26-0. Wyndham 20, Lisbon 6. Lowville 28, Columbiana 3. Columbiana gets on the board with a field goal. Malvern 14, Valley Christian 0. And over in Pennsylvania, Sharon 49, Mercyhurst Prep 0. United, the Eagles, they have a 6-0 lead over Minerva. Newcastle 20, General McLean 7. Mineral Ridge, they trail Pie Valley by a score of 30-14. And again, over in PA, Sharpsville with a 12-10 lead over Girard, PA. I just had to go through there a little bit ago. I was surprised to find there was a Girard, PA. South Range, the Raiders, they have a 35-7 lead over the Springfield Tigers. And Union Local 20, Southern 6. Campbell still with a 41-0 lead over St. Thomas Aquinas. Inverted those numbers, Coach. And Struthers shutting out Beaver Local 35-0 at the half. And over on Western Reserve Radio 2 with Mark Means and Dave Clark, West Branch leads Canfield by a score of 10-0. And in the second inning, Cleveland and Texas are scoreless. And in the fourth inning, Cincinnati Reds lead the Pittsburgh Pirates by a score of 1-0. And again, both the boys and girls soccer team get wins this week for Poland. The boys, I believe, and I wish I had the scores in front of me, got an 11-0 win in soccer. So that is impressive.
And the freshman team here at Poland won their game too. I don't remember what the score was.
How did you know that?
Well, because my little brother, I use little, Coach Dave Gessler, he's, I believe, the defensive coordinator, does a great job. And they ended up going down there and beating them up. So that's a good sign.
And we talked about program development in the beginning when they were honoring all the little league and middle school teams. And certainly we've seen it with Canfield. We've seen it with South Range and, of course, Poland.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's funny because the best part of this is you got to remember, Kamara was a freshman. He would have been their quarterback. And Dave goes, God, how good would we have been with this kid? But obviously, look what he has done here. I mean, he's guiding the varsity as a freshman. That's amazing. That's good.
Okay, we're going to step aside for one last timeout. We're going to go through that 3-minute warm-up period. When we come back, Third quarter action, Coach, here. Poland with a 21-3 lead over the Salem Quakers. You're listening to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on Western Reserve Radio and WRQX AM 600. We'll be right back after this.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Ventura ATV. Tickets are $30 each, and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and a new raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 of each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 234-254-8532.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes
Third quarter action just underway here at Pavlansky Field. Salem will line this one to kick it off. Coach, we talked about the coin toss earlier. Poland wins it, they defer, but they get the turnover on the kickoff. Now Salem has to give the ball back to the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, that was a good start by them. But now they've got to pick it up. They got a little sluggish there in the second quarter. They have got to pick it up and move.
Gibson to kick this off for the Quakers. And it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. And that kickoff was brought to you by Repair That Glass. That's why you need Repair That Glass, offering a full range of automotive glass repairs. For an appointment, call 330-534-3192. So the Bulldogs will have the ball first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Just underway here, third quarter. Poland with a 21-3 lead over the Salem Quakers. Poland's starting fast and furious as they scored twice in the first quarter. It would be Zipolitis and Madeline on 2 one-yard runs. And then McCauley on a 4-yard touchdown reception from Kamara. As now Kamara will be in the shotgun. They'll send McCauley in motion from right to left. Twin receivers to the far side, moving right to left on your devices. They'll give it to Zipolitis. Zipolitis off the right side, past the 25, 30, and he'll fight his way down to the 35-yard line. Enough for a Bulldog first down. Poland on the ground picks up their first down.
And that's what I was waiting for, Jim. I wanted to see what they're going to do on the first play. Are they going to stall or are they going to take it to him? And they looked like they were just ready to go. He was shot out of a cannon. Good job up front by blocking and stuff. Little counter, got the linebackers to stay flat-footed, and able to get around edge.
Clock running here, 11:36 in the third quarter. 21-3 is the score in favor of Poland. First and 10 now for the Bulldogs at their own 35-yard line. Kamara now going to go under center I formation. They'll send Barone to the outside receiver to the near side. Kamara on the handoff. That's going to be Chase Jones. He'll fight his way forward to the 37-yard line. And Jones dropping his shoulders there and fight through that front part of the Salem defense.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, you're right. He dropped that shoulder, and I'll tell you right now, he just took that on. Owen Spat, he stepped up and he attacked him, but he was going backwards on the tackle. If he would have dropped his shoulder and maybe drove through him, it could have stalemated, but his head of steam, he drove him back.
Only a pickup of 2. It'll be 2nd and 8 now at the Poland 37-yard line. Kamara now in the shotgun, one running back to his left. Going to hand this one off upfield. That's going to be Jones again. Tried to fight his way forward. May have lost a yard on the play. That's going to bring up third down now for the Bulldogs.
Well, I give the defense credit. They stayed home. The end and he did not bite on that. So I mean, that was a great job by the end/linebacker. However, the defense was lined up.
Poland player down on the field here is Coach Pavlansky, and the training crew will come out and check on him while we have an opportunity. We'll go to the Discount Power Sports scoreboard. As McDonald, they take a 29-3 lead over Champion. Carrollton 14, East Liverpool 13. Hubbard, they extend their lead now 42-12 over Brookfield.
That's surprising. Brookfield was supposed to be decent this year. I'm kind of shocked on that.
Only week one, Coach.
I understand that.
Give him a shot.
But I'll tell you what, Brookfield usually comes out of the gate pretty good. I'm kind of shocked at that.
Cardinal 27, LaBrie 22, Lakeview 26, Holy Name 0. Fairport Harding, they're still shutting out Leetonia by a score 26-0. The Wyndham Bombers with a 20-6 lead over the Lisbon Blue Devils. A former stop there for the coach. And Lowville with a 28-3 lead over Columbiana. Sharon now with a 55-0 lead over Mercyhurst Prep. Rough night for Mercyhurst Prep, and that's just at the half. So I don't know the rules over PA, but I assume that would be a running clock.
You would think.
All right, so injured Poland player going to make it to the sideline on his own. As now it'll be 3rd and 8, ball at the 37-yard line. On the negative side for Poland. 10:24 left here, third quarter. Bulldogs with a 21-3 lead. Kamara in the shotgun. One running back to his left. 3 receivers to the near side. Kamara back to pass. Fires out to the far side. And it's a miscommunication there. He's going to throw that into the sideline. Salem had an opportunity to pick that off, but couldn't break on the ball.
Yeah, and he had the defender beat. So apparently that he was either supposed to come back to the ball or, again, like you said, it was a little misread on that.
Updated score over on Western Reserve Radio 2. The West Branch Warriors take a 13-0 lead over the Campfield Cardinals. It's not Cardinal. That's the other team.
The Fairport, is that Fairport Harbor?
Yes.
Okay.
Fairport Harbor.
Okay.
And Lee
sound like you were saying Harding.
Sorry, that's my South Side accent.
I was going to say, that's your Wilson accent.
That's
I got you.
That's a Redmond accent. Is Poland now will punt for the first time tonight. Good snap back. Force the fancy. He'll get a nice punt off. I'll try to field this at the 32-yard line. And he'll bring it out to the 40. Break one tackle. Past the 45 and down to the 47-yard line. Will Harmon on the return for the Quakers. He'll set the Quaker offense up just shy of the midfield stripe.
Well, let's see what they do now. You got to put all 4 quarters together. Looks a little strange here. Looks like that the Quakers are gaining a little momentum. So now will the defense step it up and hold them the yards, because they went right through the defense right before half.
Salem will start off actually 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line. 10:01 left here, third quarter. As Monroy will go under center, I formation for the Quakers, up a wing to the left. They'll pitch it out, bring it off the right side, and out past the 50, down to the 48-yard line. They'll get into Poland territory with 9:51 left.
You know, first down, you get a good solid 5 yards on that. Poland's got to dig in a little bit here.
Now we talked about fatigue. They got a break at the half, but they have to punt after their first possession. Salem now back in the I formation. 2nd and 5 at the Poland 48-yard line. Monroy under center. They'll hand this off the left side. That'll be Kana past the 40, inside the 40, and down to the 36-yard line. That'll be enough for a Salem first down.
I'll tell you what, they opened a hole. They had a linebacker blitz, and unfortunately he missed. And when you vacate that area, if you don't plug that hole and make that play, it's going to open up and you're going to get huge yards, because now you're expecting your linebackers and your safeties to come up and get on somebody who's got big momentum.
Salem back to the line now, 1st and 10 at the Poland 37. Monroy under center, one single running back. He'll pitch it out, counter back to the near side. He'll make it past the 35, turn and twist down to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3 now for the Quakers.
Well, I'll tell you what, the other thing I'm seeing a lot of, Jim, is a lot of blue jerseys on the seat of their pants and on their back. I'll tell you what, Quakers are coming out, and they're absolutely being forceful up front.
Got an entire second half to play here, so nothing in the bag here for Poland. 8:37 left here, third quarter. Poland still with a 21-3 lead. Salem probably with their second best drive of the night. Monroy in the shotgun, twin receivers to the far side, single receiver to the near side. That'll be Harmon. Monroy going to take it himself to the far side, get upfield past the 25, and work his way down near the 20. It'll be a scrum, and he'll be inside the 20, down to the 17-yard line. Cletus Monroy on the run, showing some leg strength there, Coach.
Well, I don't know if it's that or them hogs doing some pushing, baby, because I'll tell you what, you had a whole lot of beef back there giving them the push.
That was an old-fashioned rugby scrum there.
Yeah.
22 guys in a hive. And
you ain't kidding.
So Salem now 1st and 10 at the Poland 17-yard line, 8:13 left here in this third quarter. Monroy now in the shotgun, one running back to each side, a wing to the right. We're going to switch up formations now. It'll be an empty backfield. Monroy still in the shotgun. They'll send Kana into motion. Monroy will take it himself off the right side. Contact made the backfield, but he's going to slip a tackle and get out to the 15, maybe to the 14, and that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7 now for Salem.
I tell you what, McCullough had him in the backfield, but everybody's trying to grab high. You're not going to get somebody down by grabbing high. They have got to square up, put their shoulder to them, and drop them, because that would have been a heck of a nice loss. Instead, they get a 3-yard gain. They have got to be more forceful on these tackles.
7:27 here. Salem goes back to the line. 2nd and 6. Ball at the 14-yard line. Monroy under center. Single running back formation. They'll pitch it out to Kana. Kana will cut back. Work to the inside the 5, and be brought down at the 2-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Salem Quakers. And Salem kind of returning the favor after what Poland's done to them most of the night.
I'll tell you what, they run that, looks like a counter toss. I'll tell you what, they really do that well up front. They're blocking. I don't know what's happening is I think the line is slanting because they're reading that, and then they're countering back, and they're getting everybody on their heels.
I formation, Monroy under center, going to pitch it out, and into the end zone. Salem scores their first touchdown of 2024. And it's going to be Brandon Kana on a 2-yard touchdown run for Salem. And score is now 21-9 in favor of the Bulldogs, pending the extra point.
Yeah, that didn't take much too long for that drive. I'll tell you what, Poland didn't look good defensively. I've missed some blocks. The counters are eating them up. So they have got to make the defense adjustment on that. They have got to have somebody stay home, because with that counter coming, it's got to be zoning out, and they're opening that hole up in the middle like crazy.
Troy Gibson on for the extra point for Salem. 6:59 left here, third quarter. Snap is back, kick is up, and it is perfect. So 6:59 left here in the third quarter. Salem gets into the end zone. They cut the Poland lead to 21-10. We'll step aside for a quick 30-second timeout. You're listening to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week here on Western Reserve Radio, WRQX AM 600. We're right back after this.
Accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass. Specializing in windshield replacement and all other auto glass, we offer a full range of automotive glass repairs. Our technicians can do everything from minor chip repair to a complete replacement. Your windows don't go up or down, they can fix that too, along with custom glass work and antiques. Repair That Glass is a family-run business for over 40 years. Repair That Glass. Call for your appointment now at 330-534-3192. Now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
6:59 left here in the third quarter. Salem gets into the end zone. They cut the Poland lead 21-10. Gibson on.
Accidents happen. That's why you...
Of course, all kickoffs this year are brought to you by Repair That Glass. Accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass, offering a full range of automotive glass repairs. For an appointment, call 330-534-3192. So Gibson to kick this one off for Salem. $6:59 left here, third quarter, week 1 of the Ohio high school football season. So we're on Western Reserve Radio 2. Mark Means, Dave Clark have the West Branch Warriors and the Canfield Cardinals. Poland going to return this out to the 15 and fight their way out to the 20-yard line. They'll take over 1st and 10. That'll be Nick Natoli on the return for the Bulldogs.
Huge momentum shift, Jim. It's like night and day. Poland's got to pick it up here. I don't think he had a choice. I mean, if it goes into the end zone, that's, do what you got to do. But 20-yard line.
Well, they talked about the depth a little bit. We were a little concerned about that. We felt the conditioning was pretty good here. We saw that in the first half.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
Eventually, you're going to wear down. But we'll see how far they can dig down to maintain this lead. 6:54 left here, third quarter. Poland, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Kamara in the shotgun. Twin receivers to the far side. One single receiver to the near side. Quick pass out to the far side. That's going to be caught by J.J. Fonda at the 25. He'll twist and turn to the 26. It'll be a pickup of 6, 2nd and 4 now for the Bulldogs.
All right, good job, good pass, good yardage. Okay, 2nd down and probably, maybe about 4 yards to go. Good job there, but we got to be consistent now. We got to keep grinding.
Clock will continue to run. 6:26 left here in the third. Discount Power scoreboard update. Brookfield trails Hubbard by a score of 49-12. Handoff up the middle here for Poland. They'll fight their way down to the 29-yard line. Pickup of 3. Going to be just about a yard short of a first down. The official, I think, actually took a step backwards a little bit.
Well, halftime, you get a little squirrely out there,
Well, you always talked about right foot, left foot.
Left foot, absolutely.
All right, so we'll call this 3rd and 2. Ball at the 28-yard line. 5:50, here's the clock. Will continue to run here in the third quarter. Are going to bring this play in from the sideline. Joey Barone, the receiver to the near side. I formation as Kamara goes under center. They'll hand it off. Make some room. They're going to get all the way out to the 35-yard line. And I didn't get a number on that, but I believe that's going to be Ricky Madeline.
You know what? I didn't know. Jim, I thought he got tackled in the backfield. Somebody got blasted. I thought it was him, but it must have been the blocker, and he was able to squeak forward. Wow. That caught me off guard.
That's just what you teach them to do. Keep their feet moving.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. He really did.
So clock will continue to run here. 5:10 here left in the third quarter, but Poland will get the first down at their own 35-yard line.
I got a young man sitting next to me just having a good time with some pizza. So we will mention his name in a little bit here as soon as we get a break. He's having a good time, aren't you? There you go.
Kamara now in the shotgun, twin receivers to each side. They'll hand it off on a jet sweep to the far side. May have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Poland Bulldogs. 4:38 left here, third quarter. Poland with a 21-10 lead.
His name is Wyatt Perry. I found that out. He's now on the radio. He's a celebrity here.
Well, the Perry name is well known here. Poland has some running backs that maybe are running back, I should say.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I would assume a relative, so.
Yeah, we talk about the 1999 team here in Poland, the first one to go 15-0. They won the state championship that year. As Kamara now in the shotgun, one running back to each side, single receiver to each side. Kamara going to step back under pressure, going to fire, and he's going to complete that out to the 33-yard line. May have lost a yard on the play. Actually, they're going to say 2, so now 3rd and 12 for the Bulldogs. They start to struggle here on offense. First time, I think, Coach, we've seen him behind the line to gain.
Yeah, absolutely. Kamara looks like he got a little bit shaken up. Nothing looks like maybe a little ankle got rolled up, but they're over there looking at him, so we're going to have a new quarterback coming in.
So it's 3rd and 12, ball at the 33-yard line. Trip receivers to the near side. David Zippolitis now in at quarterback. Of course, a run threat. We saw him throw the ball earlier as well. Zippolitis back to pass, going to tuck and run himself upfield, past the 40, out to the 45, midfield, and knocked out of bounds on the Poland sideline. And David Zippolitis erases the deficit, and he is just about everything that we had talked about in pregame.
And that is our freshman quarterback, as we said. Wow, my man, he got shot out of the cannon. Holy mackerel, that was a great run.
37-yard line, 1st and 10. So 3:07 left here in the third quarter. Poland gets out of a 3rd and 12. David Zippolitis coming in here providing a spark. And he's going to come back in at quarterback, actually. So headed to the sideline, Coach Pavlansky says, nope, go do it again.
Yeah.
So 1st and 10 at the Poland 47-yard line. 3:07 left here, third quarter. Zipolitis in the shotgun, one running back to his left, twin receivers to the near side, but the officials having some discussion.
Kamaro's probably on the sidelines getting taped up a little bit, having the trainers look at him, making sure everything's all right. But when you could do that with a sophomore and a freshman, that's pretty darn good.
And we're going to have a whistle, as I'm not sure. The back judge came in and waved something to the Salem sideline. And it looks like David Mayhew's trying to make some kind of argument for Salem. I'm not real sure, but
Will the band please cease from playing when they're calling their cadence?
Okay.
Oh, yes, you can't do that. That's what it is.
Oh, so yeah, a roar of boos from the visiting side here on Salem. All right, Coach. I mean, we just played the game. We didn't really didn't think too much of it.
I got news for you. They used to play bands all the time throughout the whole game when we were there.
All right, so they'll send McCauley in motion. Zipolitis going to be hemmed up in the backfield at the 42-yard line. A loss of 5 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 15 for the Bulldogs. And Coach, I think it's been a long time since we've seen anything like that.
Yeah.
And it must have been affecting Poland. I'm sure Coach Pavlansky made that an issue here. As the officials came in, they looked a little confused.
Right. I agree with you on that.
So see all kinds of new things here on Western Reserve Radio, WRQX, or at least hear them. I'm sure Dave will tell me they can't see us. Sorry.
And Vito Camaro's back in at quarterback too, Jim. They taped him up. He looks like he's all right.
All right. So a little tape will fix everything. Single receiver to each side, 2 running backs as Camaro's in the shotgun. Vito Camaro going to take it himself upfield and fight his way down to the 49-yard line. He'll make it near the midfield stripe. Actually, going to say his knee went down at the 48. So a pickup of 6. It'll make it 3rd and 9 now for the Bulldogs.
And that's reasonable. You're still okay. Get a first down. You haven't stopped the running game, but you still got that. I got to look at that tight end because he's done a great job on that.
So the Salem faithful coming alive here. They're feeling it too here with the momentum switch. But 1:24 left here. Poland's had the ball for a long time. As they're eating some clock up here. 3rd and 9 at the Bulldog 48-yard line. Kamara in the shotgun. Kamara plants his feet, fires towards the sideline. Didn't come off his hand right. Tried to hit a receiver. I believe that was Jay Stefanson. It's going to go out of bounds. That's going to bring up 4th down, and we got a flag on the play.
Hit him late, Jim. That ball was out, and he got blasted. I agree with that.
And, Coach, I don't even think it was close.
No, I mean, the ball was to the sidelines, and he got drilled.
So instead of 4th and 9, it's going to be 1st down for the Bulldogs as our referee, Frank Carden, speaks with his line judge.
That's a personal foul there, so that should be automatic. Can't hit. That was late.
All right.
Targeting.
I mean, I know you don't compliment the officials much, but definitely a good call on that.
Well, yeah, I mean, he dropped him, and it looked late to begin with. Helmet to helmet. So I'm assuming it's 15 yards from not from the spot, from the ball, right? We're in line of scrimmage.
Yeah, interesting. This ball is going to be marked at the 36-yard line. So Poland, nonetheless, 1st and 10 at the Salem 36-yard line. Just about a minute left here, 3rd quarter. David Zipolitis back in at quarterback. He's going to have Pano Zipolitis to his left. So 2 Zipolitis in the backfield. McCauley will go from left to right and right to left. He'll line up in the wing on the left now. Zipolitis now going to try to follow his blocking to the Salem sideline. Head upfield past the 30, 25, 20. Cuts back inside to the 10. 5. Touchdown, Poland. 36-yard touchdown by the freshman, David Zipolidis.
That was an outstanding job. I watched the blocking as he got to the line of scrimmage. Absolutely amazing. They did a great job.
We talked to, Coach Kessler down there. He's saying the praises of David Zipolidis, and he has been the real deal here as a freshman in his first varsity game. Oh, we got a flag, Coach. I didn't see the flag on the play.
I did not see a flag dropped. I have no idea.
They're going to say a holding against Poland, but must have came in extremely late.
Well, you know what they say. The thieves giveth and taketh. And Jim knows
how your mood has changed quickly on the officials. So 1st and 10 now, ball at the Salem 31-yard line. 39 seconds left here in this third quarter, and David Zipolidis will remain at the quarterback position for Poland.
They ate this whole third quarter up.
So
I'm looking for McCulley to get. They are not watching him. Look at the safety.
Natoli and Stefanson, receivers to the far side. Zipolidis with the handoff to his brother, Pano. Zipolidis going to move forward, get the first down, and he'll make it all the way down to the 22-yard line. And I don't know there, Coach. You can see a nice combination there between Zipolidis and Zipolidis.
There's a whole lot of zippies out there. Absolutely. I'll tell you what, though, they work good together. And that quarter is done.
18 seconds left here. They'll let this run down here, and that'll bring us to the end of 3 quarters here, where Poland has a 21-10 lead over the Salem Quakers. We'll step aside for a timeout. You are listening to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week here on Western Reserve Radio and WRQX AM 600. We're back on the other side of this break.
A full range of automotive glass repairs. Our technicians can do everything from minor chip repair to a complete replacement. Your windows don't go up or down, they can fix that too, along with custom glass work and antiques. Repair That Glass is a family-run business for over 40 years. Repair That Glass. Call for your appointment now at 330-534-3192.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on Western Reserve Radio. Follow the Cobras as they compete from around the region in pursuit of a Tri-Point Football League championship. And if you're looking to continue your football career after high school, college, or even the pros, or to be part of the be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Three quarters in the books. We are in the fourth frame here. Poland 21, Salem 10. And, Coach, it is our favorite quarter here on any Friday night. We'll talk about that here in a moment. As Zipolidis will remain at quarterback. His brother Pano to the left of him. Single receiver to the near side. That'll be Stefanson. He'll give it to Pano. Pano will fight forward to the 21-yard line and pick up a yard on the play. 2nd and 9. And, of course, this fourth quarter is brought to you by Lena's Pierogi House, who is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Visit Lena's on Facebook to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Call Lena's at 330-254-8532.
And they got the greatest chicken paprikash you could ever want. Nice and spicy, nice and creamy, and everything oh so good.
I can eat it. I just can't say it. Not like that.
I got a little hunky in me, that's why.
It is the most tastiest fourth quarter in the Valley. Right here on Western Reserve Radio, the iMedia One Network. So Zipolidis in his shotgun. One running back to each side. Single receiver to each side. David Zipolidis back to pass. Fires out to his brother. He's going to get past the 20, 15, 10, 5. Going to dive, but he's not going to make it to the goal line. He'll go out at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal for the Bulldogs. And Poland really may have found something in this young man. And again, all the praises that we heard about him tonight really He's putting on a show.
Oh, you ain't kidding. I'll tell you what, somebody who deserves the game ball or whatever, that young man he comes in and it changes everything about their offense. You could see things clicking, and we've seen that before.
So I don't know if we had a timeout here. They're going to head to the sidelines. We'll keep it right here for a moment as we try to keep it going. 11:01 left here, fourth quarter. As we try to get you some scores from around the valley on the Discount Power Sports scoreboard update. Oh, we had an injured player. And he was on the Poland sideline. That's why we could not see him. Okay.
All right.
But he is jogging over to the other side. That would be Aiden Patchen, the senior halfback, 6'3", 192. Again, we talked about the size of Salem. They have a few rather large guys over there.
Yeah, they do. As we said down in the country, them boys are corn-fed there a little bit.
They all went Tommy Noble on us. So Zipolitis now, Kamara back in at quarterback, under center, T formation. Oh, hand it off to the middleman, into the end zone. This one will count. 10:52 of the fourth quarter. Poland gets in on a 2-yard touchdown run. Trying to get a number for you here to see who that was. And it was, okay, I believe it was Pano Zipolitis.
Yeah, Pano Zipolitis.
Okay, so the touchdown was called back on David. Pano says, I'll pick that up for you, little brother, and certainly.
I tell you what, Poland cranked it up. Boy, let me tell you what, they looked totally different. They looked flat going into half, and they did. I mean, I don't know if it was just attrition and they were tired. They weren't executing real well, missing some blocks. And let me tell you what, that drive, wow, they really did a great job.
Kick is up, and it is good. 10:52 left here in this fourth quarter. Poland extends their lead back to 28-10 on a 2-yard run by Pano Zipolitis. And we will step aside for a 30-second break. You are listening to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week here on Western Reserve Radio and WRQX AM 600. We'll be back on the other side of this break.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
10:52 left here, fourth quarter. Poland with a 28-10 lead over the Salem Quakers. Jay Stefanson in to kick off. It'll be Will Harmon and Derek Osh back to return for Salem. Stefanson will line this one up. Try to get you some scores from around the area. Over on City View Sportscast, we are carrying Shannock and Mohawk, that courtesy of the Lorain County Sports Network. I want to thank James Dotson for partnering up with us on that. Of course, Hubbard with a commanding lead over Brookfield. And at last count, West Branch with a 13-0 lead over the Canfield Cardinals. That all part of the Discount Power Sports scoreboard update. As Stefanson approaches this one. And it'll be picked up at the 1-yard line. Right out to the 5, 10, and they're going to be brought down. Unceremoniously. Wow, Jeff Kohler on the tackle, and I think he nearly took Derek Osh's head off.
Wow, that's all I could say. He didn't face mask him. The official was right there, so I don't know how he grabbed him. He must have caught him by the front of the shoulder pad and just ripped him down.
That kickoff was brought to you by Repair That Glass. Accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass, offering a full range of automotive glass repairs. For an appointment, call 330-534-3192. Salem with the ball, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Monroy now in the shotgun. One running back to his right, got some movement up front from Salem. And it looks like we're going to have a false start against the Quakers. It'll be 1st and 15 now for Salem.
Yeah, that is not good.
Coach, here's an updated score. Interesting one. Pie Valley was all over Ridge for a while. Mineral Ridge comes back and closes the score to 30-27. Mineral Ridge Rams fighting back up in Andover.
No matter what you say, Brian Shaner, he takes over a team, and he does a great job.
Monroe going to keep the ball himself, bring it out to the 11-yard line. They picked up 2 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 13 now for Salem.
Good job by the defense. We had a couple of linemen on there, linebacker. We actually had some DBs on that, so that was a great job. They read it, saw it, but they can't get nosy on this because they'll pull it and go the outside of the opposite way.
Monroy in the shotgun, Connor to his left, twin receivers to the near side. Salem moving right to left on your devices. Monroy back to pass, fires out to the flat. It's going to be cut and brought out to the 21-yard line. And that's going to be Derek Ash with the reception. He's going to take a shot. And I don't know. I think that was going to be Ricky Madeline on the hit. And we have a Poland Bulldog down on the Salem sideline. They'll tend to him as one of the Salem trainers will go over and check on him. 10:01 left here, 4th quarter. Of course, this 4th quarter is brought to you by Lena's Pierogi House, which I tell you, Bob, I recommend dining in.
Absolutely.
Have some pierogies, and I am more preferential to the halushki.
You like the halushki?
It was outstanding. Now, here's the problem.
What? Go ahead, tell me.
I do believe we were headed out to Matthews that night to do a game, and we wanted to go to sleep after that.
I asked for a bowl of it. Holy mackerel! It was a tub of chicken paprikash. That was the most I ever ate in one sitting.
You
and I
get your money's worth.
I'll tell you do. Lena's is outstanding. Great food. They originally, that I remember, them were right down the street from me from Struthers, and I'll tell you what, they were good there. I hope they're doing, which I'm assuming they're doing much better there in Hubbard.
Jay Stefanson shaking up a little bit. He'll head to the sidelines. He's actually going to jog over, so he will be okay.
I'll tell you what, it's been a physical game, Jim. There's people that are throwing it around for the first game.
So Monroy in the shotgun, Connor to his left, twin receivers to the near side, to have a tight end to the right. And some movement up in front again, the right guard. And it's going to be another 5-yard subtraction. So it'll go from 3rd and 2 to 3rd and 7. They'll move the ball back to the 17-yard line.
And what happened was the front 4 of Poland shifted, and he lifted. As soon as they shifted, he stood up. So them Hogs, they've got to pay attention. They know the count. They know what's going on. They know the play. Don't worry about what's going on defensively. Make the adjustments in your head.
3 receivers to the far side now. Salem rolling out to the far side. Under pressure. Poland going to put a head on. Ball going to go into the dirt. The Monroy pass going into the turf. Couldn't get set, but 3 blue jerseys in his face. A little hard to throw the ball that way, Coach.
Yeah. Arnold Colt, boy, let me tell you what. Whew. He not only drilled him, but then he put that big body and fell on him. You could hear the ooh from all the way up here, because let me tell you, wow.
That's why I like you better here in the press box.
You've been leaned on a few times by some nose men when you're playing
Sure
center.
did. All right, so Monroy now in the shotgun, 1 running back to each side. Actually going to step back on 4th and 7. Excuse me, that'll be Gibson. He'll punt this one away. It's going to be a high end-over-end kick. It's going to be short, and it's going to take a Salem bounce out to midfield, and that's where it's going to be down by Derek Osh, the senior for Salem. And Poland going to take over here with 9:33 left in the 4th quarter. Bulldogs lead by a score of 28-10. And after a little lull there by the Bulldogs, they seem to be right back on track.
There was probably some fireside chat on that sidelines by Coach Pavlansky. He probably said, if you don't pick it up, you're going to see what our offense or defense looks like from the sidelines. And sometimes that happens, doesn't it, Mr. Craven?
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know?
After all that therapy, I still don't know. So
yeah, that's that Wilson years, because after that, it was a joy being around you.
I should tell my wife that. Bulldogs with the ball at the midfield stripe. Shotgun formation, single receiver to the far side. They'll go wing left. 9:33 left here, fourth quarter. Zipolitis with the handoff, and he's going to be hemmed up in the backfield. Ricky Madeline had nowhere to go, and they'll mark the ball at the 45-yard line to be a loss of 5. 2nd and 15 now for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, they didn't need that. You want to go forward, even if it's a yard or two. You don't want to get caught with that loss, because now you put yourself in a hole, and you're now chasing the sticks and in your own territory.
2nd and 15 now. Ball now at the Poland 45-yard line. 9:04 left here as the clock will continue to run. Fourth quarter, of course, brought to you by Lena's Pierogi House. If you have insomnia or you're tired, go have that meal there. You will be absolutely happy.
Yeah, you'll sleep well then. Maybe on the way home. But
high formation for the Bulldogs. Handoff off the left side. Poland dragging this one out past the 50 down to the 48-yard line. And not sure who the handoff was on that. We'll have to get a number for you here. Oh, actually, that was going to be Ricky Madeline on the carry. He'll get him in the Salem territory at the 48. It'll make it 3rd and 8 for the Bulldogs. 8:21 left here, fourth quarter.
I guarantee you that Kana's going to be, he's going to be a little sore.
I'll tell you, both the Kanas there, they've played most of the game. They are physical.
They are physical, but I want to tell you something. After hitting that train coming through there shoulder to shoulder, that's going to hurt a bit.
Brandon Kana, as well as Joey Kana. Brandon, the sophomore, Joey, the senior. As clock will continue to run here. And Poland will take a timeout. 7:53 left here, fourth quarter. Poland with a timeout. We'll step aside for a quick 30-second break. You're listening to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on Western Reserve Radio and WRQX AM 600 The Patriot. We're right back after this.
Accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass. Specializing in windshield replacement and all other auto glass, we offer a full range of automotive glass repairs. Our technicians can do everything from minor chip repair to a complete replacement. Your windows don't go up or down, they can fix that too, along with custom glass work and antiques. Repair That Glass is a family-run business for over 40 years. Repair That Glass. Call for your appointment now at 330-534-3192. Now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
7:53 left here, fourth quarter. Poland with a 28-10 lead over Salem. Poland with the ball, 3rd and 8 at the Salem 48-yard line. David Zipolitis stepping in at quarterback again. Twin receivers to the near side. Nick Natoli now the slot to the right of Zipolitis. He'll send Natoli in motion. Zipolitis now going to take it himself, trying to get upfield. He'll make it past the 40, inside the 40, down to the 38-yard line. And that's going to be just enough for a Bulldog first down. And I hate to make this comparison, Coach, but I'm going to go out on a limb and do it. It actually reminds me of a Johnny Manziel.
Yes, you're right. You are absolutely right. That was Aiden Lucci that took him out of bounds. And thank God he hit him, because I'll tell you what, he doesn't make that play, he's off and running.
I don't think we're going to tag him with the title Mr. Football just yet.
Good Lord, no.
But I'll tell you.
I don't want to do that to that poor young man.
So Stefanson will be the receiver to the far side. Verone, the receiver to the near side. I formation. Hand it off straight up the middle. Pano Zipolitis, he's going to leap one player and make it out to the 35-yard line. Pick up of 3, 2nd and 7 now for the Bulldogs.
I am waiting for that quarterback to run some kind of dump or seam, because on that far side, even with that tight ender that he's playing wing, nobody's covering him. That safety's not shifting over. I'll tell you right now, Jim, they fake that dive, and then they pop him over the middle. He's going to be wide open.
Now we'll see if they're listening to you over there.
That would be 11 dump.
You've had that occasion a few times, though, where you've said that.
Yes,
it's happened.
And it's happened.
All right, Tony Romo, here we go. You were here before Romo. We can't say that.
To the right.
You were here before Rome.
Yeah,
I mean,
thank you.
Zipolitis in the shotgun. Single receiver to each side. He'll read it. Handoff. No room to run in the backfield. And that looks like that's going to be Angelo Angelilli taken down for a loss.
Now, I'm watching that play. Coach has got to look at that. They had no safety. They run him out. There's nobody there. Everybody's up. Them linebackers are no way going to be able to run with them. They fake that dive and pop him or even run him in a seam. It's touchdown. There is no safety there.
Are you saying they should have a hot call, Coach?
I'm telling you right now.
All right.
I would be a hot.
5:55 here as the clock continues to run. Poland with a 28-10 lead over the Salem Quakers. Week 1 of the Ohio high school football season. As they'll go 3 receivers to the near side, single receiver to the far side. Zipolitis in the shotgun. His brother Pano to the left. David stepping up in there, going to run the field out to the left. Trips up, gets his feet back, and makes it out to the 26-yard line. He'll be knocked out on the Poland sideline, actually to the 27. And he'll do just enough for another Poland first down as they continue to eat up this clock. And, Coach, they've had the ball for an extraordinary amount of time here in the third and fourth quarter.
Jim, what was always my philosophy, if you, as an offensive coach, if you keep that offense, the ball in the offense, that is the greatest defense that you could run, because now you're eating clocks. How many times did we eat a whole quarter when we were with the Scourge? And we ate whole quarters up with long drives, just running the ball, keep getting first downs. They've won this game just with possession time alone.
So an impressive ball control game for Poland. Only throwing really when they have to, Coach. I mean, it's been outstanding. I formation now as Poland is going to take a timeout. 5:30 left here, fourth quarter. We'll step aside for a quick 30-second break. You are listening to Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week here on Western Reserve Radio and WRQX AM 600 The Patriot. We're right back after this.
Live is your home for high school sports. We have all the scores on our social media platforms throughout the games. Enjoy our timely updates from local area schools year-round. You won't get the consistency and reliability from anyone else. Our #1 priority is servicing our fans and getting them live news as it's happening. Follow us on social media, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram @Malutic_live. And remember, our fans come first. Now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
5:30 left here, fourth quarter. Coach, recounting my career, telling me how great I was.
Exactly. Really appreciated, Mr. Craven.
I formation now. Zipolitis will go under center, single receiver to each side. First and 10, ball at the Salem 27-yard line. Zipolitis stepping back, fires down the middle of the field, has a receiver open, overthrew his receiver, pass intent for Joey Barone. Had the defender beat, but just put a little too much oomph on it there, Coach.
Yeah, he was getting a little bit of heat on that, Jim, because there was somebody right in his face when he let it go. And he took a shot.
Impressive the way, though, he stayed in the pocket there, stepped up in it. And again, we talk about somebody who has stepped up from 7th and 8th grade football, now a freshman, and stepping in and performing well.
And to lead this team and to understand the play calling and the situations for a freshman, that's a lot on. So that shows what kind of brains and smart and football sense that this young man has.
No, I'm sure his brother Pano will take some credit for that.
Of course they do. The older brothers always do.
So I formation again. Handed off the left side to his brother Pano. May have picked up a yard on the play, not much more than that. Bring up 3rd and 10 for Poland as they start to stall out a little bit here on this drive.
Pavlansky should have 2 plays called, and when they see no safety, that's when they got to pull the trigger on that, because there has been about 4 or 5 plays with absolutely no safety. If they sneak that tight end out, I mean, it's touchdown. It would just be an easy one because he doesn't even have to throw hard. It's just a pop pass. There was nobody there. I know I'm stressing on that, but you got to take what the defense gives you.
Well, 3rd and 10 now from the Salem 27-yard line. 4:36 left here, fourth quarter. Poland with a 28-10 lead. Lead us under center. Play action, and he'll roll out. He'll sneak away from a sack. He'll tuck it, and he'll go down, and he'll hold on to the ball at the 35-yard line. Bring up 4th down, and David Zipolitis, by all accounts, should have been brought down in the backfield, and he was able to spin out of that. And Salem going to take a timeout. We'll keep it right here. 4:20 left here, fourth quarter. 28-10 is the Poland Bulldog lead over Salem. And again, we see another aspect of David Zipolitis. He is elusive.
And the other thing, too, is he saw he was going to get drilled, and all he did was sit down, which was smart because already the one quarterback went down, so can't have both of them down. So he's really done a great job on that. Vito Camaro went down, so he's been playing most of that second half. So obviously he couldn't afford to get hurt, so he wasn't going nowhere. Take what they can give you, sit down, play over.
Yeah, certainly been an impressive performance. Unfortunately, getting to see him here in game one, hoping that Kamara is going to be healthy.
Well,
get
absolutely.
a little banged up after this physical
I'll tell you
game,
what, though, at practice, there's going to be a battle on who starts next game.
Yeah, certainly. I think there's an argument to be made as they will host the Howland Tigers here next week.
Who won?
Yeah,
by the way, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. They won yesterday.
Yeah, they defeated Niles by a score of 28-0. They get the shutout. And Stefanson will come in to punt this one. He'll post up around his own 48-yard line. No returner right now for Salem. Stefanson waits for the snap.
Perfect.
He'll get that one away. It's going to be spiral kick, and it's going to hit the 5, and it's going to take a perfect bounce. And Poland going to down this at the 1-yard line. You couldn't ask for a better punt from the senior, Jay Stefanson. And wow, great coverage as well.
But what he needs to do is go buy them a hamburger because he punted it, came down about the 5, and it kind of just barely bounced up and it started rolling. That gave about 4 players to have their heels on the end zone line, and they just waited for it and picked it up about it looks like the 1-foot line.
Looks like just the way you practice it.
And that it never happens.
It never looks that good.
No,
I'll tell you that.
I'll tell you what, that's a film made right there.
Cletus Monroy will line up in his own end zone. 4:09 left here, fourth quarter. Poland with a 28-10 lead over Salem. 3 receivers to the near side, single receiver to the far side. He'll send a man in motion. Monroy back to pass. Going to fire out. That's going to be caught at the 5-yard line. And he'll bring it out to the 12-yard line. Pass caught by Derek Osh. And that'll give Salem a first down. That'll give him some breathing room, Coach. And when you have that, the playbook opens up a little more.
Absolutely.
So Salem going up-tempo right back to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line. Monroy waiting for the snap. And we're going to have some motion up here. No call. As I thought there was going to be a flag. Looked like somebody got a little bit of a head start by Salem, but pass incomplete.
It was knocked down, Jim, and trying to get a number. We're jumping around.
They're going to say the ball was tipped, as the officials indicated. 3:50 left here in this game. Clock will stop. Poland 28, Salem 10. And we'll be back next week right here at Pavlinsky Field as the Bulldogs host the Howland Tigers. 6:35 airtime, 7 o'clock kickoff. Monroy in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the far side now. 3-step drop by Monroy. He's going to fire out, and it's going to be caught at the 20-yard line. Pass caught by Will Herman, the 5'8", 161-pound junior.
That was a great play. I'll tell you what, the timing with the quarterback on the receiver on that one, that was pretty. I'll tell you what, that was outstanding. Really good. He made the turn, and that ball was there. So he had to throw that ball before he even made the break. That's confidence.
Brandon Kana now to the left of Cletus Monroy in the backfield. 3 receivers to the far side, single receiver to the near side. Monroy going to take it himself out past the 20, 25, 30, and he'll go out of bounds near the 34-yard line. Enough for another Salem first down. Clock will stop with 3:37 left here in the game.
They're being patient.
Yeah, Salem actually, a little hard now. You're down by 18, so 3 scores. But Salem trying to get some work in and maybe leave with a good taste in their mouth.
Yeah, they got nothing to be ashamed of. I'll tell you right now.
Monroy going to drop the pass, or excuse me, drop the ball on the snap. Going to regain it, fire, and it's going to be almost caught at the 49-yard line on a rope. Pass intended for Derek Osh. Coach, I thought he was going to bring that in.
I'll tell you what, the throw was amazing how he got it there with such velocity. But I want to tell you something. What a great effort. He stretched out. It hit him in the hands. It was thrown so hard, he just couldn't get it. It bobbled up, and he almost got it on the second rebound.
3 receivers to the far side now. Single receiver to the near side. Kana and Monroy in the backfield. They'll send a man in motion from right to left. That'll be Lucas Adams. We're going to have a flag on the play. False start. coming up against Salem. So, second and 15. Now we're going to call that on the center.
Must have double pumped it, Jim.
Second and 15 now for Salem.
Yeah, it always takes that center to mess up. If it ain't that, it's the kicker.
Well, it's just we make it look so easy so much that, when we do have problems, it's just unbelievable.
Is that how it is? I like how you talked your way out of that one.
Monroy, 3-step drop. Plenty of time here. Great job by the Salem offense, but he's going to run out of time and have to tuck the ball and run past the 30, 35. He'll cut back inside to the 37, and that'll bring up third down, but it's going to be a little more manageable, just about 3rd and 8.
Either he is the strongest quarterback I've seen for a while, or I'll tell you what, Poland's got to wrap this boy up.
Monroy, 3-step drop again, fires out to the near sideline. That's going to be caught near the first down. Jay Stefanson on the defense, caught by Derek Osh. And they're going to say it's just short of a first down, so that's going to bring up 4th. We'll call it a yard. All now at the 43-yard line.
If it was the left foot, it wouldn't be a yard, but it was right foot.
Steve Lanfrey now in the backfield at the fullback position. Monroy going to take it himself, move forward, and I can't see him under the pile. They say the ball came loose.
Oh, they got it.
And Ricky Madeline's going to come out of the pile with it, and they're going to say a fumble by Salem. Poland going to take over. 2:49 left here, 4th quarter. Ricky Madeline with the 2nd turnover of the night for him. Madeline getting the interception in the 1st quarter that set up the 2nd Poland Bulldog touchdown. He now comes out of the pile with the ball. And Ricky Madeline having a great night defensively for the Poland Bulldogs.
I don't think the snap ever got to the quarterback, and I think that's what happened. Because what it looked like was they were still in the stance, and it looked like the center moved and was going forward out the line of scrimmage coming. That's what, to me, it looked like, and I think that's what happened. He snapped the ball, and the quarterback wasn't ready for it and was bouncing around in there.
So 2:49 left in the game. 1st and 10 now for Poland at the Salem 43-yard line. David Zippolita still in at quarterback. They'll go to the T formation. Pano will be the middle running back. They'll give it to Madeline. Madeline trying to turn his way upfield. May have gained a yard on the play. 2nd and 9 now for the Bulldogs. And interesting here, a lot of times coaches don't like alternating quarterbacks. Zippolita's being forced into service tonight, but was getting some packages, getting some opportunities early in the game.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you what, and when he needed to get it done, he got it done. So that's a great job by that young man.
So the freshman, David Zippolita's bringing in the play from the sideline. 2nd and 8 now, ball at the Salem 41-yard line. Clock running now as we approach 2 minutes left here in game 1 of the Ohio high school football season. Formation now with Zippolitas under center. He'll hand it off to the left side, trying to find room to run. Yanni Hazmahalis, couldn't say that too fast.
Hazmahalis,
got it.
His father, Lefty. He told me what his first name was, and he goes, and I go, Lefty. His dad's a great guy, absolutely amazing person. He's really helped me out over the years, and good people. He played against Chris Samron, he told me back in the day.
I played against Chris Samron.
You did?
I did. He was, I think, a year or two older than me.
Well, then,
we might have a year, I believe. So, and then, of course, he went on to YSU, had a great career there.
Well, he was at Kentucky first and then went.
Well, now a practicing attorney here in the Youngstown area. So
Bob Gessler's attorney.
Great success story there.
Good man. Great family. Great family.
And of course, Chuck, his dad, former mayor of Youngstown, is Zippolita's now going to hand this one off again up the middle out of the T formation.
And his brother, Chuck, is a doctor in Hubbard. His practice is in Hubbard. A lot of people that I know go to see Doc.
Angelo Angelilli on the run for Poland. They'll bring up 4th and 4 for the Bulldogs. And the ball at the 37, I got to assume at this point you're going to go for it.
Well, 45 seconds to go, I'm assuming.
I've seen this discussion before. Usually a little earlier in the game, So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Little Coach Gessler, Coach Noble conversation.
Yep. Well, I'm sure he's going to take it down to nothing, and then he's going to smoke a timeout, and that's what he's doing. He's got 12 on the play clock and 25 on the game clock, so that's what they're doing.
So 19 seconds left here in this game. Poland 28, Salem 10. Bulldogs will move to 1-0 on the season. Salem will drop to 0-1. Poland takes that timeout.
Nope, they got a delay.
Okay, well, you go back 5 yards. That's okay. Fourth down, I mean, not really
Maybe they're going to try. Maybe they're going to try like a 53-yarder.
Again, we want to remind you this fourth quarter is brought to you by Lena's Pierogi House. Lena's is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Visit Lena's on Facebook to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Call Lena's at 330-254-8532. And on the Discount Power Sports scoreboard update, Austintown Fitch, they take a 42-12 lead over Euclid. Boardman now with a 19-18 lead over Kenston. Lake Catholic shutting out Cardinal Mooney 14-0. That in the fourth quarter. McDonald 29, Champion 3. As Poland's going to take a knee on this one, I believe. And a little movement up front. The official said no. No, they're actually going to punt this one away. Stefanson with a kick. It'll be fielded near the 15-yard line by Salem. They'll bring it out to the 20, out to the Salem sideline. Up the sideline, going to be knocked out at the 35-yard line. Returned by Will Harmon. And that will bring us to the end of the fourth quarter here. Your final score tonight, Poland 28, Salem 10. We'll step aside for a timeout. We come back, give you a scoring recap. Also take a look at the Discount Power Sports scoreboard update. And we'll get you all set up for next week, week 2, as Poland will host the Howland Tigers. You are listening to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week here on Western Reserve Radio and WRQX AM 600, The Patriot. We're right back after this.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532. Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on Western Reserve Radio. Follow the Cobras as they compete from around the region in pursuit of a Tri-Point Football League championship. And if you're looking to continue your football career after high school, college, or even the pros, or to be part of the Cobras staff, be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Ventura ATV. Tickets are $30 each, and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street, or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 from each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition. That's why you need Repair That Glass. Specializing in windshield replacement and all other auto glass, we offer a full range of automotive glass repairs. Our technicians can do everything from minor chip repair to a complete replacement. Your windows don't go up or down, they can fix that too, along with custom glass work and antiques. Repair That Glass is a family-run business for over 40 years. Repair That Glass. Call for your appointment now at 330-534-3192. Now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Post-game show here from Pavlansky Field in Poland. The Bulldogs get a 28-10 win over the Salem Quakers. They go 1-0 to start the 2024 season. Let's take a look at the scoring recap here as it would get underway here in the first quarter, as Poland would get a turnover on the opening kickoff. A big hit would knock the ball loose. Bulldogs would get the ball. They would get in the end zone on a 1-yard Pano Zipolidis run. Also in the first quarter at 4:12, after an interception by Ricky Madeline, the Bulldogs would get in the end zone on another 1-yard run. They would add the extra point. It would make it 14-0 in favor of the Bulldogs. 8:21 of the second quarter. It'd be Oliver McCauley on a pass reception from Kamara. 4 yards for another Bulldog touchdown. They would take a 21-0 lead before Salem even knew what was happening at that point. But it would be 3:32 of the second quarter before Salem would get on the board on a 30-yard field goal by Troy Gibson. Third quarter action. Salem would come out and drive right down the field. A 6:59 in the third quarter be Brandon Kana getting into the end zone on a 1-yard touchdown run. In third quarter with 39 seconds left, it would be David Zippolitis running 39 yards for the Bulldogs. However, that would be called back. And we mentioned that because it was an outstanding run. However, in the fourth quarter, Poland would seal this one with 10:59 left in the final frame. It would be Pano Zippolitis going into the end zone on a 2-yard run. And that would bring us to our score of 28-10 in favor of the Poland Bulldogs. We'll step aside for one last timeout. When we come back, we'll give you another Discount Power Sports scoreboard update, and we'll wrap it up here from Pawlenski Field in Poland. You're listening to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week here on Western Reserve Radio, WRQX AM 600 The Patriot. We're right back after this.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Melodic Live is your home for high school sports. We have all the scores on our social media platforms throughout the games. Enjoy our timely updates from local area schools year-round. You won't get the consistency and reliability from anyone else. Our number one priority is servicing our fans and getting them live news as it's happening. Follow us on social media, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Melodic_Live. And remember, our fans come first.
For golf, Milk Creek Golf Course is now booking tee times for 2024. We offer stay and play opportunities available with 9 area hotel partners. For more information, visit our website at millcreekmetroparks.org. Also, look for new, exciting opportunities coming soon, including an indoor player development center with Trackman, an indoor Callaway Club Fitting Center, and an Odyssey Fitting Studio in 2024. Follow us on Facebook at Milk Creek Golf Course or call 330-740-7112. Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on Western Reserve Radio. Follow the Cobras as they compete against a Tri-Point Football League championship. And if you're looking to continue your football career after high school, college, or even the pros, or to be part of the Cobras staff, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football. Or contact owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
Now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Back here one last time at Pawlenski Field in Poland. Week 1 of the Ohio high school football season in the books. Poland gets a 28-10 win over Salem. We'll take a look at the Discount Power Sports scoreboard update. Discount Power Sports is your go-to store for discount ATVs, dirt bikes, go-karts, electric bikes, and more. Visit Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 330-717-4441. We'll run these scores down for you. Some of these have gone final. Fitch now with a 49-12 win over Euclid. Boardman comes back to beat Kenston by a score of 19-18. That is a final. At last report, fourth quarter, Lake Catholic 14, Cardinal Mooney 0. McDonald, they take care of Champion by a score of 35-0. Cheney in the fourth quarter leads Akron East 21-6. Carrollton 20, East Liverpool 13. East Palestine, they get a 45-14 win over the Newton Falls Tigers. Reynolds knocks off Eisenhower over in Pennsylvania by a score of 15-0. Hubbard, I believe this is going to be a final on this one. They win 49-19 over Brookfield. Gerard gets a 35-19 victory over Jefferson.
Jim.
Yes, sir.
That is not a final. They are only in the third quarter.
Oh, okay. So I don't know what's going on over there. It's a little bit late.
It's a TV game, and the breaks are extended.
Okay, very good. So nonetheless, we'll continue on. Lakeview 33, Holy Name 0. Fairport Harding 32, Letonia 0. Wyndham, they give Lisbon all they could handle tonight. The Bombers win 49-6. That is a final. Lowville 35, Columbiana 24. Last report in the third quarter, Columbiana making a comeback. Malvern 23, Valley Christian nothing. And United with a 20-0 lead over Minerva. Grove City in PA 21, Northeast 0. Mineral Ridge trails Pie Valley by a score of 38-27. Springfield, they are down by South Range tonight. The Raiders win 42-14. In a closer one, Union Local 26, Southern Local 20. Camel, they shut out St. Thomas Aquinas 48-0. That it goes final. Struthers 41. Beaver Local 7. That too also a final. West Branch and Canfield. That game's still in progress over on Western Reserve Radio 2 with Mark Means and Dave Clark. We are going to switch you over to that game as we wrap up our post game here. And over in PA, Wilmington 28, Greenville 7. Once again, thank you for joining us here in week 1 of the Ohio High School football season. We've had a great time tonight here, and I hope that it was as entertaining for everybody as it was for us, Coach. Yep. We wait for this. This has been an exciting week, and we have 9 more to go. As Tim Continenza says, the fastest 10 weeks of the year before we know it, we're going to be talking about playoffs.
You got it, Jim.
Oh, and certainly, and Pat Lucia says that too. So, and of course, Pat Lucia will be on 9 a.m. tomorrow with the Saturday morning sports page. So again, we're going to take you over to Beloit as the West Branch Warriors and the Canfield Cardinals have just about 4 or 5 minutes left in that game. Again, thank you for joining us. So for the coach, Bob Gessler, I am Jim Craven. And for Dave Ferris and Matt Craven, the best in the business back there in the Gessler Propane studio, thanks for joining us. And we'll see you once again next week right here, back here at Pavlansky Field as the Bulldogs host the Howland Tigers in a battle of 1-0 teams. We hope you have a fantastic weekend. Good night, everybody.
Good night, all.
Players unable to break free and get upfield and get out near midfield.
Yeah. By Boston Molyneux. He broke 2 school records formerly held by Brendan Wells. Boston Molyneux is now your all-time rushing leader for touchdowns and your all-time total touchdown leader.
So you hear that for Boston Molyneux as he broke 2 school records tonight. Most rushing touchdowns in history and most total touchdowns in history, passing the West Branch legend Brendan Wells with those 2 records here tonight. So second down coming up now for Canfield as they are able to get the football down to their 49-yard line. Game clock approaching 4 minutes to play. Canfield going to come to the line of scrimmage facing a second down and a long 5. Going to hand the ball off. And for the first time in a while, Sean Bowling back into the game. He's been one of several players dealing with cramping issues tonight.
Yeah. Shocking to see him back in there.
It's third down and about a little more than 1 now for Canfield from the 47-yard line of West Branch.
It's third down.
So third down and short facing the Canfield Cardinals with 3:15 to play in tonight's fourth quarter. 2 receivers to each side, slot man in motion. The loose ball on the field all the way back near the 45-yard line. They pile up for it on the 40, and West Branch will have the ball at the 41-yard line with 3:05 to play in the fourth quarter. So West Branch forcing another turnover as that kind of jet motion looked like it was set up for failure from the beginning and not able to get it going.
Yeah, I tell you, and you know that basically when you hear them, the announcers, just as we are, say that you pin your ears back and you're coming, they're all coming. And that you cannot run that type of play when you got everybody just got their ears pinned back and they're coming for the football. So that's the result you get right there. And that's why I said they need to spread out, need to get something and be diverse in their offense. That's something we see that West Branch can do. Very diverse.
So West Branch has the football at the 42-yard line. They give the ball to Boston Molyneux again, trying to get to the outside. And he'll have a nice pickup on first down. Molyneux, another one of that integral parts of that state championship baseball team for the Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
And we've seen that over the last couple of years. You'll see a district kind of go on a run, and it just carries over from one team to the other, the success that they have. We saw that with South Range a few years ago.
Yep. Sure did.
Girls basketball, football, softball.
Yeah.
They had a nice run. So, game clock at 2 minutes and 15 seconds and rolling. Brady Hurst, the sophomore quarterback in there. He'll hand it off. Now they lost the ball on the exchange. And Canfield able to fall on the football. They'll get it back with 2:07 to play here in the fourth quarter.
Canfield picked up by Nick Weber.
So Canfield will have the football back with 2:07 to play here in tonight's fourth quarter.
Yep.
See Enzo Coca and this Canfield offense come back out onto the field. Coca brings the troops to the line of scrimmage. Working out of the pistol with twins to each side of the formation. He's going to keep the football. And Coca drives down to the 49-yard line before being pushed back by a group of West Branch defenders.
And that is down now under 2 minutes, so this is it down the stretch.
Second down, 5.
We mentioned it. We heard it from Coach Cooper in the pregame. This is one of those games that West Branch had circled. They had lost the last two to Canfield. The only 2 regular season losses for West Branch in the last 2 seasons.
Yeah. One that he really wanted, and it looks like he's going to wrap that up tonight.
So 1:19, clock rolling. It is a second down and a long 5 for Canfield. Twins to each side. Man will come in motion. Gave it to him on the sweep. Now the quarterback, kept the football. Did Coca. Got me that time, and it's enough for a first down to the 46-yard line.
Oh, Cable in on the stop, along with Simon.
So it's going to be third down, just shy of the first down, and I think they may stop this for a measurement, Dave.
Yeah, it's very close, so they may do it.
They're going to look like they eyed it up, and they said that's going to be good enough for a first down.
Yeah.
Don't see as many measurements as you used to anymore.
No, we used to see it all the time. You don't see it at all, really.
And you know what we definitely don't see? We don't see the index card anymore. And that is a joke that a small portion of this audience is going to get. But
yeah, I'll never forget that.
NFL official used an index card to see if it was a first down.
Yeah.
Coca under center. He will hand the ball off to Gabe Miller. Miller going to pick up a couple of yards, and we are going to go under 40 seconds to play in tonight's fourth quarter.
Darren Hartland in on the tackle along with Lucas Black.
It's a gain of 3. It is second down and 7. Play clock and game clock pretty much even at 25 seconds. See if Canfield elects to snap the football one more time here in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to let that. Yeah.
They got the call from these sidelines. They broke
I was going to say
the huddle.
They'll let that run out.
With 3, 2.
Well, they got it off.
I don't know if they're going to call that the ball game. So not able to get the snap off. And our final score here tonight is West Branch 27, Canfield 7. We will take a break. We will come back and we will give you the unofficial numbers of this one. West Branch gets the victory 27-7 here on Western Reserve Radio 2 and the iMedia 1 network.
Absolutely.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 234-254-8532. Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on Western Reserve Radio. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region in pursuit of a Tri-Point Football League championship. And if you're looking to continue your football career after high school, college, or even the pros, or to be part of the at Cleveland Cobras football, or contact owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Ventura ATV. Tickets are $30 each, and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and a new raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 from each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition. That's why you need Repair That Glass. Specializing in windshield replacement and all other auto glass, we offer a full range of automotive glass repairs. Our technicians can do everything from minor chip repair to a complete replacement. Your windows don't go up or down, they can fix that too, along with custom glass work and antiques. Repair That Glass is a family-run business for over 40 years. Repair That Glass. Call for your appointment now at 330-534-3192.
I'll return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Right back here on the iMedia One Network, a 27-7 victory for the West Branch Warriors. Let's look at tonight's unofficial numbers. First up for the visiting Canfield Cardinals, led in rushing tonight by quarterback Enzo Coco, who had 11 carries for 56 yards. Sean Bowling, the running back, 14 carries for 48 yards. Gabe Miller carried it 7 times for 11 yards. Through the air for the Canfield Cardinals tonight, Enzo Coco, 6 of 13 for 50 yards and a touchdown. His leading receiver tonight was Adam Crisley, had 2 catches for 12 yards. Matt Campbell had 1 for 19 yards and a touchdown. Unofficial numbers for West Branch tonight. Boston Mullinex, 16 carries, 72 yards and a touchdown. In that touchdown, becoming the all-time leading rusher in school history in touchdowns and total touchdowns in a career. Jeremiah Thomas, the quarterback, 10 carries, 32 yards and a touchdown. Thomas throwing the football, 11 of 20, 158 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Grady Hurst, 3 of 3 for 30 yards. Leading receivers in the game, Joey Jackson had 4 receptions for 49 yards. Anthony Perry had 3 for 31. Cooper Anderson, 1 catch. It was a big one, 26 yards and a touchdown. Those are tonight's unofficial numbers. We'll take our final post-game break. We will come back and we will tell you about where we will be next week on the iMedia One Network.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Live is your home for high school sports. We have all the scores on our social media platforms throughout the games. Enjoy our timely updates from local area schools year-round. You won't get the consistency and reliability from anyone else. Our number one priority is servicing our fans and getting them live news as it's happening. Follow us on social media, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Malutic_live. And remember, our fans come first.
The Mahoning Valley's leader for golf, Milk Creek Golf Course, is now booking tee times for 2024. We offer stay and play opportunities available with 9 area hotel partners. For more information, visit our website at millcreekmetroparks.org. Also, look for new, exciting opportunities coming soon, including an indoor player development center with Trackman, an indoor Callaway Club fitting center, and an Odyssey fitting studio in 2024. Follow us on Facebook at Milk Creek Golf Course or call 330-740-7112. Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on Western Reserve Radio. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region in pursuit of a Tri-Point Football League championship. And if you're looking to continue your football career after high school, college, or even the pros, or to be part of the Cobras staff, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football or contact owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football. I'll return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Time to wrap things up one final time here from Beloit West Branch High School, where West Branch gets the 20-7 victory over Canfield. We look ahead on our scheduled day. We are back simulcasting on Sports Radio 1240 next Friday. Brookfield and Springfield. Last we saw, both teams down in their games going on this week, so they will look to bounce back in week 2.
Yeah, and that should be some fireworks because they're both coming in without a win. So I'm sure they're going to be looking for their first win.
A lot of people to thank. It starts with the great staff here in the press box, providing us with all kinds of information, school records, everything that was happening as we tracked our unofficial 26 penalties called in tonight's game. Hopefully we don't see that next week.
Yeah, for sure. And 20 in the first half that was accepted. So that's just something there. But this game tonight was definitely controlled by West Branch, because when you think about those earlier penalties, most of them went against West Branch, and they still was able to come out and dominate in this game.
A lot of people to thank, as I said earlier. Big thank you to the athletic director here at West Branch, doing a fantastic job with a great view, taking care of us tonight as well. And a lot of people to thank back in our studios. It starts with Jim Craven, who is the owner-operator of the iMedia One Network. Dave Ferris, who is our director, our chief engineer, pretty much handles everything for us. Matthew Craven on the board with us tonight. Big thank you to Matthew for everything he did. For the guys with me in the booth, Michael Rickard on stats, my partner Dave Clark. My name is Mark Means. West Branch wins it tonight by a final score of 27-7 on the iMedia One Network.
Thank you for joining us for this special presentation of the iMedia One Network, and we now return you to your regularly scheduled programming.
You're listening to Western Reserve Radio at westernreserveradio.com on the Live 365 network and the Live 365 app.
Carnival, Princess, MSC, and more are on sale now. Call 1-800.
Youngstown, Warren, and Salem's local and national sports talk can be found on TuneIn and Live 365 app at Western Reserve Radio. WRDB, The Scourge.
And claim 40% off.
Every purchase comes with our 90-day money-back guarantee. You could be feeling these changes within just a couple of days.
Text HEALTH to 511-511.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Tax fees may apply.
This is VSiN, the sports betting network. We are a network of sports betting analysts, writers, hosts, and handicappers here to make you a more confident bettor. We broadcast live from Las Vegas, the sports betting capital of the world. Betting insight and analysis you can't find anywhere else. Our shows can be heard live on streaming platforms and radio stations all across the country. VSiN.com has the latest in sports betting news, betting splits, analysis, and picks. We have over a dozen daily and weekly podcasts to help you as a sports bettor. If you become a VSiN Pro subscriber, you'll have access to our 24/7 video stream, betting guides ahead of every season and major event, picks sent to your inbox every morning, and so much more. To learn more, head to VSiN.com and see all that VSiN has to offer.
What's better than one win? 3 wins. With Straight Savings, you keep your own phone, get one line for only $25 a month with real unlimited data, and get rewarded with a $200 phone credit after 12 months. It's a win-win-win. Head to Walmart or visit straighttalk.com today. Switch to Straight Talk. Less dollars, more sense. Straight Savings Plan enrollment requires compatible unlocked device and new line of service. Bonus device credit requires 12 months of active service. Offer ends if eligibility requirements are no longer met. Taxes and fees apply. For network management practices, see Straight Talk's terms and conditions.
Experience the time of your life at Circa Resort and Casino in Las Vegas. Live it up with the world's largest sports book, Circa Sports. And get loud with all sports, all seasons at Stadium Swim. Take in the $1 million views at our rooftop lounge, Legacy Club. Go big and go all night with our luxurious rooms and suites. Book the time of your life today at Circa Las Vegas.